couple years to figure out how to make them move in 2D.
Boop. There we go.
Yeah. And I think that's why every other horse-related show uses very stylized horse anatomy, because, oh my god, horses just don't move like a normal animal.
No. No. Horses are weird little creatures. Continue. I almost hit start game.
Okay. Oh, speaking of horses, I was showing Jazz. There's a company that puts out like a My Little Pony deck building game,
Yeah.
and there's an expansion that adds like the little horse. I don't know the name of it, like the little sister horses,
Mm-hmm.
and Zakora.
Oh, I love Zakora.
Yeah, which one? You say?
I thought I love Zakora. Zakora fucking rules.
I told Jazz though. Can you guess which one of these characters is black coated?
Heavily so too.
Yeah. She had a good laugh out of that.
Oh god, this
Yeah,
game's much
Scootaloo
darker
is-
than I remember.
Scootaloo definitely is not the answer.
No. Now I gotta remember what the fuck we were doing, cause
You were trying. I thought we just got a cutscene. I remember you being like dying to the xenomorph like 6 times.
yeah, we just got past like the xenomorph thing. I remember dying to these stupid fucking robots 50 different times.
Oh yeah, we had a long cutscene you couldn't skip with the robot like walked you through it really slowly.
Yeah.
And then it beat you to death.
Whoops, that's not good.
Did you get like the key item like another door unlockers?
I feel like this is supposed to be important.
You got the motion tracker too.
Yeah. Doesn't this feel like this should be important? Like it's just an
Yeah.
object in the middle of the ground?
It's so bright. Yeah, like it feels like it should like. Does this game flash and you pick things up, or am I thinking like Metro?
You might be thinking of Metro. I don't know. Shit. Okay, there's my flashlight. This is my melee. This is my gun. My gat.
Yeah, you get
Okay.
your hand cannon.
There's my motion tracker.
When do you get the Chicago typewriter?
As soon as I unlock the knight armor for Ashley.
Mm-hmm. You need to get that weird like parasite gun to destroy the facehugger eggs when they're laid.
Yeah.
Actually, well, I guess there's no eggs here because there's just one xenomorph, but
There could be more xenomorphs. That would
True,
actually be
I-
really
I-
cool if they actually made like a sequel to this game and it was like an action focused game, like the movies.
yeah, so it's basically Colonial Marines but good.
Yeah. God, I wish Colonial Marines was good. I was so hoping for that game to be good.
Mm-hmm. I remember, I think like listening to this is probably years ago, like on like Jim Sterling show or something. They mentioned like the reason the AI didn't work Colonial Marines is because they forgot to put like a single like end quote on one of the data strings.
God, isn't that just the coding way? What is fucking going on in Discord right now?
What's happening?
I feel like I'm hearing the Discord beep unless I'm going crazy or that's just the in-game weirdness.
I've heard no beeps. It must be on your end.
Oh, then I'm going crazy. Nice.
And I don't like the androids like wrinkly meat necks.
Woo, flashbang. Oh god, you're right. Ugh.
It's like the man's made up a glove.
Ugh.
This is why I
That's-
don't buy seamless bodied action figures because they just look like that after a while.
Yeah, freaking. That's what it looks like when you lose like 300 pounds.
Mm-hmm. There's a character in the Dick Tracy newspaper comic. He's called like, I think he's called like folds or like flaps. He was a fat man who lost a ton of weight, and now he's like super like that, and he hides stolen goods in like his neck skin folds.
Oh shit. That's gross.
Dick Tracy is a kind of it's like a grandparent comic, but it also gets like weirdly grotesque and violent with stuff like that. I think he's called the Net. I'm gonna look this up real quick before you get jumped by a robot.
The hero, the neck. Oh shit! Wait, how did he see me? I was crouched.
What? I looked at it for 2 seconds. What jumped you?
The fucking robot somehow noticed me, even though I was not like in his vision. Ah, fuck you. I don't want to be here. Ah, there's 2 of them. Oh hi. Okay.
After it gets started. Oh, it's not insta kill.
Eh. Ah, okay. Yeah, it might be insta.
What's his name?
I do not think I'm supposed to fight them. Lesson from previous session learned again.
Here we go. What's his name? It's probably faster to find this on Amazon.
And I'm pepper with juicy.
Oh, here you go. His name is Pouch.
Pouch.
I'm going to send you a picture of Pouch privately so you can get an image of what this character looks like.
I don't know if I want to get an image of what this character looks like.
This was a newspaper comic.
Oh, I don't like his face either.
No, Dick Tracy is a comic. Like, the creator legit started losing his mind later in life, and like half the characters look like nightmares when they turn the villains.
Yeah, I would that. It looks like a weird like mix between like a seal face and a human face.
It does. It's like Tomb Raider 3, like the seal men by the meteorite.
Yeah. Okay.
I wanted seal girls, not like this.
This isn't what I asked for.
Again, one of the kimono enemies.
Man, Komodo
put
friends
the
got
parts in
real
wrong.
weird.
Put the parts in wrong.
Can I? Utility. No, that's not it. Nope. Okay.
Well, I'm glad no one locks their screen on this vestibule.
Right? People
Just
really,
walk on in.
really forgot that the window L key is a thing.
Yeah. God, I guess it'd be like, I wonder who would make computers, because Windows wasn't a thing back when this movie was made, so theoretically the future would be like Coleco computers or something like that, or Tandy, instead of Windows.
God, I forget that there's an era where Windows didn't exist.
Right? It's because Windows like isn't like the late 80s, early 90s, I want to say. So yeah, this be like Tandy Computers presents the Sevastopol Station, or some other like old ass brand. It's like watching 2001: Space Odyssey, where the people in charge of the flights are Pan Am space flights. The company that went under in probably like the late 70s, early 80s.
You want to know what the bright side to window not being a thing? There's no Mac.
I say no Clippy.
No Clippy. No fucking Apple. Fuck you, Apple. You bitch.
I wonder though, in this timeline, yeah, okay, so Pan Am closed in 1991, 10 years before 2001: Space Odyssey is supposed to take place. But who knows, maybe Tandy and Coleco became just as bad in this timeline.
I like that I'm allowed to focus in on the thing, on the motion tracker, and
It's a cool effect, especially because you're just looking for like probably, I think, a blob, so it's not like you need to be focused on it at all times.
yeah. Unless like you upgrade it and it gives you like more details later.
It becomes an HD screen.
I can play YouTube on this bitch now.
Just put on some VTubers while you VTube. Oh, that sounds confusing. VTube while you VTube.
Yeah, VTube reception.
Yeah.
Put on some more popular, talented people than me.
I don't see you because obviously I'm watching on different streams. I forget that you have a VTube model going on right now.
Yeah.
Unless that breaks the illusion of you being.
No. I use my actual name in this thing, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very important in the idol world to not break the illusion. So.
I ain't no fucking idol. I can't even sing.
Enough auto-tune will get you your own album.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually really creepy.
I gotta really pay attention to this fucking motion tracker now, because I don't know if it's showing up on your end or not, like, because I don't know how the video encoding works for the GPU.
Yep, it's right in front of you. It's on the right now.
No, not that,
Right.
but what you
sorry.
call it? I messed with my graphics card settings. So now the colors on my screen are darker than what they normally do. You know how when you turn on HDR, some of the colors are a lot more extreme. It's similar like that. So like it's a lot darker on my screen than I remember it being. I don't know if it looks really dark on your end.
It's hard to tell because it's been so long and this game's already really dark.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the capture on the stream and it doesn't look that dark. Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody in the stream.
Watching it blink like Blackfoot just holds
Yeah.
on to a couple of switches of color.
There's just a VTuber model in like a black screen. Oh shit, he saw me. Oh shit, he saw me too. Sorry.
Oh, do they run or they just walk after you usually?
No, they have the Michael Myers walk where they walk a lot faster than you think they do.
Gotcha. At least they can't teleport like Jason.
Oh, I needed Ion Torch.
Oh, you're in trouble.
Okay, I'm gonna have to die because I think I feel like I probably was in the objective area I was supposed to be in.
Mm-hmm.
But I have no fucking idea. Yeah, I looked up earlier how many fucking missions are in this thing. There's 13 and we're on the 4th.
Wow, so this game really ain't that long.
No. Unless you're bad at this and you just switch. Do I have to? What the fuck just happened?
Did your game crash? I lost the stream.
Yeah, no, it shut off for whatever reason. Like we still going on stream? Yeah, oh yeah, fucking aliens just decided to crash for some reason. Okay.
That's the most terrifying jump scare of all.
Right, that was weird. We back there. It's back there. Okay.
Cool.
And then go live there. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know why I did that. But let us go again.
Speaking of Sega, apparently copies of Sonic Frontiers have leaked, and they're getting pretty good reception. So I'm hopeful for Sonic Frontiers to be a good game for a change.
I actually kind of have high hopes that it's going to be a good game. Something about it. It's one of those weird things where, like, you know nothing about the game whatsoever. But you have this weird feeling that, like, it's probably going to be good.
Yeah, at the very least, again, the writer for this is really good. Apparently, this game is, like, the best written Knuckles has been in, like, decades since, like, the old comics ended. So
Damn.
I'm really hopeful, like, we get, like, a good Sonic story that doesn't try to, like, add a bunch of weird, unnecessary shit to it. Because I think Sonic stories work best when they don't have things like Shadow being a clone to cure space aids.
I forgot that's the plot of Shadow.
I think they did a choice by just making Frontiers Sonic, Amy, Tails, and Knuckles. There's no... I want more, like, animal villains, but I'm glad we don't have, like, Infinite or Morbius. What's his name? Mephiles. His name's Mephiles, not Morbius.
Oh yeah, fucking Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah, Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay, so here's the thing we gotta do. We gotta go back. We gotta go back in time. So I guess we did the thing that we're supposed to do in this area. We got the motion tracker, so we just have to head back now. Okay. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, okay, bye, buddy.
Yeah, it's crazy where the time you're now, like, all the big games are dropping back to back, so I have to be ready, because Pokemon, the new ones, Scarlet and Violet, come out soon, too.
Oh, wow, I didn't even know they were that close. I thought it was going to be, like, another few months before they came out.
Nope, November, so it's going to be fun to play. I haven't played a Pokemon game since Sun and Moon, because it was so easy, I was kind of bored.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to play this one, just because Jazz is getting it, too, so we can kind of, like, vibe and do cute Pokemon shit together.
Yeah, that's always been the thing that stopped me from playing Pokemon, because, like, I never grew up with Pokemon or anything like that. So I've never played it, but, like, it's always seemed like everybody around me has been a big fan of Pokemon. And I always missed the train to get in on it.
No, I kind of feel, because even, like, in my own, like, growing up, I played Pokemon a bunch in middle school, Gap, in high school, played again near the end for nostalgia. But my friends were all, like, competitive, so it wasn't very fun to play with them, because they're all like, here's my level 100 perfectly bred Dragonite with multi-scale. And I was like, I just want to play with the fun ones.
Yeah, I just want to be a little goofball.
Yeah. Like, I purposely beat Black and White 2 with the lowest stat Pokemon in the entire franchise, and I had a lot of fun trying to get him to level 70 when he had literally 25 defense and died in one hit.
Oh yeah, what you call it? What is it? Forget. I beat Pokemon Yellow with a fucking Flaffy.
That's awesome. You mean Gold? Because Flaffy is Gen 2.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, Gold, whichever one it was. I think it was Heart Gold. Yeah, Heart Gold.
Yeah. Flaffy's also, I really like that. I think sheep are kind of wacky, so I like Flaffy, Ampharos. I don't like Ampharos, but I like Flaffy and Mareep. I think it's the baby one.
Yeah. I love the sheep Pokemon because they're just like normal ass sheeps with like a horn or
Mhm.
something.
Yeah, I love how the old Pokemon games, like, they're still around a bit, but the old ones especially have, like, that's just a bird. Like, it's Krabby. He's a crab. What do you want?
Yeah, what you wanted an actual weird creature? No.
It makes Gen 1 really wild to just go from, like, regular ass, like, rats, birds, crabs, worms, and you have, like, a mountain witch and a clown later in the game, or dragons.
Yeah.
They're much more naturalistic in the older games, which I think gives it a certain charm, especially the old 90s, like Ken Sugimori art. That's, like, very kind of, like, washed out palette.
My favorite thing with Pokemon designs are the ones that they clearly gave up on.
Like Seal.
Yeah. Where they're like, we're running out of ideas. We gotta hit this number.
Well, it's funny because, there's always been that kind of, like, Gen 1er thing of, like, they ran out of ideas, like, around insert newish gen that is from before that person was a child.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, Gen 1 has, like, literal circle and a puddle of ooze, which are great Pokemon, but they are just very simple, like, designs.
I feel like every Pokemon generation has like one or two Pokemon that they clearly gave up on.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of one, because Pokemon, I'm going to quote, like, Dan Avidan of Game Grumps here, but, like, Pokemon's kind of like a band thing, where, like, how someone loves that Pokemon to death.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, there's always a Pokemon, like, is that the one you have? Like, I think a lot of the fish Pokemon are, like, they're all very same in my head, because they're all just kind of, like, variants in the same, like, body shape, in general, just demeanor.
Yeah.
Or even, like, the Pokemon, like, yeah, this is here, but you're not going to use them. Like, Unknown's really neat, and it's used for a puzzle, but they are basically worthless to play as far as I'm aware. Maybe some metagamer can correct me, but as far as I'm in casual playthrough, Unknown is like a one-move kind of Pokemon.
I would not know. I am not the expert on Pokemons.
Yep. There are 26 of them, one for each letter of the alphabet, plus question mark and exclamation point, and they only have one attack, which I think is Hidden Power, which is it doesn't affect based on the battle arena you're currently in. So it's only really helpful as like a surprise move, because in multiplayer you're kind of in the same arena all the time, so it's going to do the same attack every time, I think.
Ah.
No, wait, well, because there's Hidden Power and there's Secret Power. I think Secret Power is like based on like the arena, and Hidden Power is a type based on the Pokemon's type. So like a fire type will always do their Hidden Power is normal type, so it can't, but like it'll do like a different element based on the type of the Pokemon using it. So it's kind of like a gotcha kind of move. It'll give you a completely weird move for coverage that you wouldn't expect from that Pokemon.
Ah.
But like a lot of like the really like situational moves Pokemon, my brain doesn't comprehend it, so I stick with my like hit you real hard and watch them die team.
Yeah. See that. Even though like Pokemon's a game for kids. I took my food. Even though Pokemon's a game for kids, it's one of those games where like it's just got too much going on that I can't keep track on.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I think too, like,
so I just like pick whatever's in front of me and I'm like, we're gonna make this fucking work.
yeah, like you're the first one I saw. You're on my team. Like the new game has some fun Pokemon that I'm excited to screw around with.
Mm-hmm.
There is a Pokemon called, I don't know what his name is. It's like he's like a frog robot. He looks kind of fun and cute. He's just like a weird children's mascot that got loose in the game.
Yeah.
There's also a ghost dog who's based on a sheepdog, and I'm excited to play as them because I like ghost dogs in folklore, like Black Shook, and it's usually based on that.
Oh man, yokai dogs are the best. Oh hey, is this the guy that got fucking chokeslammed earlier? Can I take your gun? Can I fucking akimbo these revolvers?
I love this turns into like Aeon Flux Band just John wooing through the station.
Right, there's just birds everywhere. Every time a shootout happens, you're like, where the fuck do these birds come from?
Where are these? Loki, I found like a Hong Kong DVD of John Woo's Hard Boiled at Bookman's, and I'm really excited to watch it. The movie's very hard to find in like good quality in the US these days.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like this ram doves whenever you do it. Do you remember the John Woo video game Stranglehold that just had that mechanic? Whenever you sort of would fly like doves in front of you.
Yeah, fucking like a dive bullet time that came from that one game.
Max Payne.
Max Payne. Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't remember Max Payne. It's a very famous game.
Mm-hmm. It's so weird looking at Max Payne and like Bully and being like, Rockstar used to do a lot of interesting stuff on the portfolio before they just kind of became the GTA and Red Dead company.
Yeah.
Because they published a game for Bungie too. They made Oni,
Oh, they made
which
Oni?
they published it, I think. Which I don't know they published or made, but I remember Rockstar and Bungie are both in the box. And Oni is a game. It wasn't fun for me, but it's definitely an of the time game because the character is definitely just like she's clearly like supposed to be Makoto from Ghost in the Shell in
Yeah.
terms of costuming.
Man. Fucking the last Ghost in the Shell video game that there was like a Call of Duty ripoff. And
Was
I'm
that
not
the
gonna
PSP
lie.
one?
No, not the PSP one. It was on PC. That it like stopped. They shut down servers like a couple years ago.
Okay.
But like I think it came out in like 2017, something like that.
Mhm.
It was a very short-lived game, honestly. But like it was very clearly like like Call of Duty ripoff, like anime game shooter.
Mm-hmm.
But it was so much fun, honestly.
I've never seen Ghost in the Shell because it's kind of like Pat Labor, which is kind of a little series that's so long and like has so many remakes of itself. They don't know where to start.
It's easy. Just start either you start with the original movie,
Mm-hmm.
or you skip the original movie and just fucking watch Standalone Complex.
There we go. It's funny because like I think Jazz was like the movie with Scarlett Johansson. Like, oh no, there's stuff before that.
Don't fucking watch the Scarlett Johansson one. The Scarlett Johansson one is so bad.
It's weird that we got like two like big budget anime films in the course of, like 2 years with that and Alita, and both of them just kind of don't exist.
It's actually kind of weird that nobody talks about Alita Battle Angel because I heard it's very good actually.
Did Robert Rodriguez end up directing? That's one of those films that for a while had like everyone attached, like James Cameron, Rodriguez. I don't even know who ended up directing it by the end. I just know like I actually have some really old Alita manga. Like I have like back when they were published like comics by Xenon Press,
Yeah,
but I never read them. And the expensive hardbacks are intimidating.
I can't wait till we actually get the fucking ion torch so we can open all these doors we keep fucking passing.
This is just going to be playing any Metroidvania. I feel like, oh look, I can't go that way. Uh oh.
Oh, there he is. I couldn't see him in the fucking dark.
I also because of my age, I get Ghost in the Shell
What the
because of
hell is-
Appleseed because those are like everywhere on Sci-Fi Channel back in the day.
Are we in
Is it
alien
above?
territory? Why is it? Oh, we're in alien territory.
Uh oh. Do you have a flashlight or anything, or is it just that you do?
No, I do have my flashlight, but it'll give me away.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrifying. I didn't know we were in alien territory. Okay, so I gotta check that every now and again then.
Hmm.
Any weirdo androids in here? Well, we're making progress. Hey, give me that alcohol. I want to drink the alcohol. Freaking. I was gonna say something and I completely forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, it was my thought on the Alita Battle Angel thing, but yeah, like I hear like once you get past like the weird like CGI face thing that they did with her,
Mm-hmm.
like it's actually a really good movie.
Oh, cool. I just remember that time period. Like, there was a lot of weird because certain kinds of nerds like pitting things against each other. There's that weird like Alita cult that sprung up of people like being like, "Don't see Captain Marvel, see a real woman's movie with Alita." And they like buy movies and just hand out people on the streets.
That's
And it was
so
really,
funny.
it was really weird and awkward because it's like kind of like they can both these films can exist, but they're trying to like frame Alita as more empowering.
Yeah, it's people have the weirdest opinions when it comes to like Captain Marvel. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like it's
Dude,
not. It's not a terrible movie, but it's also not like a good movie or anything. It just exists.
It's a movie. Yeah, I saw like that was a fine enough movie. It's another laser flying brick superhero type character, and the final fight's kind of funny because she just shoots the villain in the chest, which is a good way to do in some challenging hand-to-hand combat. You can fire lasers.
Yeah.
Yeah, like legit. I went back home that summer. Half that summer trip was my friends complaining about how Captain Marvel was useless and she didn't earn her powers, and they should have had Hawkeye fight Thanos in Endgame instead.
Man, you could really, really kind of like tell somebody's like political opinion by their opinion on Captain Marvel. It's really funny.
A little bit. Do you care about She-Hulk spoilers?
No. I've been like meaning to get around to watching it just to see like what the fucking deal the internet lost their shit all about.
It's fun enough. I legit think part of it is the fact that like She-Hulk is like a goofier show with a girl protagonist, and it doesn't do it in depth, but it does touch upon like sexism and stuff.
Yeah.
That might make certain kinds of parts of the internet populace mad. But this obviously spoilers for She-Hulk for anyone who is listening. But at the end, there's like a group of like basically incels who want to take her down. The part where like the incel like party, and they're like, talking about like superpowers and how she didn't earn it and stuff. And it was like listening to some of my friends talk about Captain Marvel, and it was really weird. It was really weird to be like,
incels, they're all the same.
you're like, just like why is there a She-Hulk? Why couldn't there be a He-Hulk instead? And I've had explained to my father too, like, no, She-Hulk wasn't created as like a grand statement, the original character. It was because the Hulk TV show in the 70s with not Eric Bana, with Lou Ferrigno as the Hulk was really popular, and NBC wanted to make a She-Hulk show, kind of like how they did with the $6 Million Man, the Bionic Woman. And Stanley's like, oh no, you don't, and they made a She-Hulk to get the copyright before NBC could.
Of course, that's how it happens. Honestly, that is the funniest thing when like old TV shows, or like copyright things where they're like, we're gonna make this because we have to keep a hold of the copyright.
Yeah,
that's like how that's exactly how the Spider-Man movies were made.
Yeah, and Spider-Woman became the same thing too. Like they're gonna make a Spider-Woman show after the Spider-Man cartoon took off, so Marvel made Spider-Woman, who's a character I know very little about. She doesn't really have a lot of like mainstream presence. I've seen her like in X-Men comics occasionally, but never like has her own book.
Oh god, I hear the thing moving around. You hear that? All that thumping around in the vents.
She's gonna fall through the ceiling.
God, there are like, I just passed a point, but they're like very clear points in the ceiling where like the alien is supposed to drop out of, and I'm like, I don't want to go near that.
Oh jeez. Oh, there's actually a fun part in She-Hulk too, where they do the 70s Hulk show opening with the She-Hulk character, and it's actually kind of cool. And it shows how it would kind of look with practical effects instead of the CGI character we got.
God, I wish.
I know, like it doesn't look at once you're kind of like watching it. It's only 30 minutes. Once you're kind of in the show, you don't notice as much. But if you like really focus, like I can, because I'm such a detail-oriented like viewer.
Yeah.
It doesn't look great, but that's me with like 90% of CGI. Like I was watching the Del Toro show on Netflix with Jasmine, and there's like some really I thought, oh, that's rough CGI. Should have done practical for this like face. And Jazz goes, I don't even notice the CGI there. I'm like, well, it's there, and it's really rubbery.
Yeah, that's the weird thing about like CGI, modern CGI now, is like it's like the realistic trend in graphics where like we've hit a point now where like we kind of hit the upper. Oh god, that was a jalapeno. Oh shit.
Are you okay?
No, I'm good.
I was like panicking your voice. I thought you got attacked, but like nothing was happening on screen.
No, I took a bite of food and like I bit into a pepper and I thought it was just like a normal bell pepper. And then it started to burn, and then there was like a seed, and then it was just not a good time.
It did the cluster grenade thing.
Yeah. But what you call it? It's like the realistic graphics thing where like we've gotten to the point now where like we've kind of hit the peak of realistic graphics where like when it's done well you don't really notice it like in movies anymore unless somebody like is really really anal about it. But like when it's bad, even when it's off like just by a little bit, you notice. Oh, do you notice?
It doesn't help, like, I watch a lot of older films with, like, practical effects, so I'm, like, kind of not as desensitized. Kind of watch. I realize I've only seen a handful of, like, modern films here in theaters. I think I've only seen, like, the new Batman and Crimes of the Future.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, like, you kind of notice, like, and it was weird, like, watching, for Halloween, I watched a bunch of, like, older horror films, like, the Universal horror, the Vincent Price films under Roger Corman, and I'm like, wow, it's weird to see like a practical soundstage for these movies instead of like what we have nowadays, where mostly it's just like a green screen room, which is good and it's not good or bad. It's just a different aesthetic and framing.
Yeah. Shit, is he in this room?
But yeah, you definitely notice what's done wrong, or like you hit the uncanny valley.
Yeah. For the longest time, I never, because like I wasn't that like I didn't pay that much attention to like CG in movies, like especially like the Marvel movies.
Mm-hmm.
So when people like complained about them, I was all like, fucking whatever. Like it's not that bad. Like guys, stop. It's
Mm-hmm.
fine. But then I got more, started to appreciate more of like 3D graphics and whatnot, and like as an art form and stuff. And then like
Mm-hmm.
going back to those movies and like some of it ages pretty well.
Yeah.
And the ones that age pretty well are the ones that blend practical and CGI.
Yeah, like I honestly think Iron Man 1 is still one of the best looking MCU films, and it's God almost 15 years old. It's 15 years old now.
Yeah, like the fact that like his armor, like the chest part is like real, and then they CGI the rest of it. It looks really good.
Yeah, or even like God help me, Thor: The Dark World. It's a kind of boring movie, but like the effects for like Malekith and Cursed are like a
Oh
mixture
god,
of that.
the makeup on the Dark Elves is so good. It's so good. Too bad that movie fucking sucks.
Yeah, I'm like Malekith's a really cool character in the Thor comics, especially the Jason Aaron run, because he's just that kind of guy who like uses political power to stay out of trouble. You know, he's clearly doing stuff in front of you.
Yeah.
They do not do that at all in the movie.
You know what I didn't know until like recently was that was Christopher Eccleston who played Malekith.
I learned that later too. And I'm like, oh, I never would know. Again, I didn't see Eccleston as Doctor Who for like 10 years before seeing The Dark World. But yeah, it's clearly supposed to be him.
Yeah. I love that. I love that Eccleston didn't like that role. He was just like, I'm like most people, which is really funny. Most people who work on MCU related stuff are just like, I hate it. I hate it here.
It's like I can't quote verbatim, but like there's an interview with Elizabeth Olsen that's really funny because she's obviously like one of the faces of the MCU now because of WandaVision and soon like the 3 WandaVision spin-offs we're getting.
Yeah.
But like she just like I don't know, it's all just very silly. But I get to get paid and go home and like have an edible and watch TV. So
it really reminds me because like a lot of these actors are very good as these characters, but it really reminds me of Alec Guinness as Obi-Wan.
Oh my God, yeah, you're right. I feel bad for like remember for like somebody's like for like their nerd roles, quote unquote, not their real roles. Like when Max von Sydow died,
Am I supposed to?
it was like Star Wars star Max von Sydow dead. And I'm like, he was in like 5 minutes of The Force Awakens. He was the main villain in Flash Gordon. He was in Schindler's List, I think.
Yeah.
he's been in bigger films and not bigger commercially, but he's been more like in a movie than what he got credited for.
Yeah.
But you know, Alec Guinness was really funny because he just like didn't want that little boy to be like the nerds he saw harassing him at cons.
What is this?
Listen to me very carefully. I want you to leave work now. Collect Claire.
Didn't you find this one already?
And head home. We need to
Did I?
find someplace safe till Seegson send a ship.
It's been a while.
There's been a lot of like
Can't remember his name.
dudes being like, "Honey, get out." It's kind of like
Yeah.
logs.
Shit's
this is
fucked. Get out of here.
Yeah, get the kid, get the cat, get out.
You know what? Forget the kid. Keep the cat.
Again, I really want to see a Stray expansion that uses Anna Nostromo as Jonesy.
Oh my god. That somebody has to like mod that. Like that's gotta be something that somebody's gonna mod at some point. Oh, we're back here. I recognize this area.
Mm-hmm.
I also recognize this as the area where the alien pops up again.
Have you watched Tales of the Jedi yet, by the way? Speaking of Alec Guinness.
Yes, I'm a little disappointed by it, honestly.
I've heard it's not as good as it looked from the trailer. I didn't hear it's bad, but I haven't heard it's great.
It's fine. It's like it's more Clone Wars related stuff, and like I will never say no more Clone Wars related stuff. The problem with it is that I thought the episode 1, I knew it was going to be 6 episodes. I didn't know it was going to be 15-minute episodes. The bad thing about that, and they're not, because they're actually they're really well done.
We're having the horror thing of like, we can't talk too long, you're gonna get jumped. Oh no.
Just don't turn around. Actually, can it see me? It can see me!
Well, we learned that lesson. It's not the Gyarados from Resident Evil 4. It's not blind.
Yeah. Where the fuck did I say that?
All this with like half watching through drawing, all these station houses look the same. So good on you for not getting lost.
Yeah.
But Tales of the Jedi, I didn't realize it was 15 minutes long.
Yeah. They're 15 minutes long, 6 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And like what's there is great. But the sucky thing is I really thought that they were gonna be 30-minute episodes, and that like the stuff in the trailers that they showed in the trailers,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna take up like maybe 2 of the episodes. What the thing that sucks about it is that it covers 2 stories, 2 very interesting stories that I really like.
Mm-hmm.
But it's only those 2 stories. So like the first story is focused on Ahsoka, and it's just various points of her life like that you don't see in the Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm.
And the second one is on Dooku, and it's like his time as a Jedi before and just as he turns to the dark side.
Mm-hmm.
Like you get to see Dooku turn to the dark side. It's actually really cool. But I thought that stuff was going to be 1 episode. So I was really hoping we were going to get way more, and like the stuff with Dooku, the sucky part about it is it's stuff you kind of already know. They're just visualizing it now.
Yeah, it's like, so Tales of the Jedi was technically right, but it's literally just those 2 tales and nothing else.
Yeah. And like again,
Yeah,
like I
like-
said, they're not bad. They're good episodes. They're fun to watch. They're really well animated. Well, actually, I want to say they're really well animated, but like it's weird because I don't know if I'm just like nitpicking at this point, or if it's just been like I held the last season on such a pedestal.
Mm-hmm.
But like it has the look and feel of the very last season, but sometimes the animation isn't up to par, weirdly enough.
Like the actual movement.
Yeah, like the actual movement, like the models still look fucking great. The like everything, like the art style's still really good. Lighting's all good, everything's all good. But like sometimes the movement just seems like a little off, and I don't know what it is. Like
It's very interesting now how like the Clone Wars is just kind of its own brand.
it's a very good brand. It's honestly, it's weirdly enough the only good Star Wars we've been getting.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I lie. Andor is actually not that bad. I'm actually really enjoying Andor.
Alright. Yeah, it's like I haven't seen Andor. I'm just like, I think I mentioned before. I just can't get my character. I know that I'm sure the story is probably good, but like, I will never get invested in Andor as a character because I kind of know how his story ends.
Yeah, for me, I don't have that big of a problem when I know how a thing is gonna end. It's one of those things where like it's part of the reason why I don't dislike spoilers, because for me it's never like how it's never a what happened, it's a how it happened.
Yeah, that's very fair because like obviously I read through like a ton of the Warhammer books. We kind of know how that's going. So you make it's about the journey, not the destination.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're very right. I think I think part of me is just burned out by like all the overpraise of Rogue One. I think Rogue One is a very good climax, following like a pretty like.
the second half
So-
of Rogue
so-
One is very good. The first half of Rogue One is very boring.
Yes, exactly. People are like it's the greatest thing in Star Wars since like the original trilogy. No.
Yeah,
I think.
I hold the Cosmonaut Variety Hour opinion of Rogue One, where like it should have been a short. It should have been like a short film, and it should have been just that that last half of Rogue One.
Yeah, I also feel bad. Like Disney has just misused Mads Mikkelsen in both his like major franchise roles because he was Galen Erso in that.
Yeah,
And he was like barely in it, and he was I don't even know what the villain's name in Doctor Strange 1 is, but like it's like Karnak or it starts with a K. He plays that guy too.
I want to say Caliban, but that doesn't sound right. That sounds like a
No,
different
Caliban's
series.
an X-Men.
Yeah.
He's the bald guy. I don't know. Yeah, he's in that. He's barely used. I'm like, well, Mikkelsen's really good in Hannibal and Death Stranding, so it's kind of a bummer. I'm sure other things too, but
Yeah, they don't use them well. But maybe it's because I went into Andor with like very low expectations.
mm-hmm.
Because I have the somewhat similar opinion where like I don't really care that much for Andor as like a character.
Mm-hmm.
Like honestly, I kind of would have wished we would have gotten the trailer version of Jyn Erso.
Mm-hmm. Where she had more of a personality.
Yeah. God, the trailer version of Jyn was so cool.
Mm-hmm.
But so like, but I've been really enjoying it, honestly. Like, it's weird.
Yeah, that's good though. I really hope. My big hope for this. I want to see a spinoff with Blaze Malbus and Chirrut.
God, they would actually make a really good spin-off series, like just their own, like an anthology series with just those two.
Yeah. I mean, look, if we're living in the age of content, give me content for characters I like.
Yeah. Rewire? What am I rewiring?
I had a friend who's like, I'm just so happy Disney gave us all this content honoring our childhoods. I'm like, oh god, you're like a walking Reddit post.
I hate, I hate it when anyone is like, my childhood. Like, it's fine to have those emotions, but like, you really shouldn't be making media based off of like nostalgia,
Yeah, like
or like entirely off of nostalgia.
Nostalgia for me kind of died when I was like in high school, and they're doing like Cartoon Friday reruns. Like, oh, I loved Iron Wheels when I was a kid. This is just like I was a kid again. It was not funny anymore. I'm like, is this what it all was like?
That's always the fear, isn't it?
Yeah. Like even like this might be an unpopular opinion, but like I rewatched Night Before Christmas in like college and then again after college, and I was like, this is way less interesting as an adult than when I was like a really goth like 10-year-old. It's still a really beautifully done film. Henry Selick's a great director, and the production design is wonderful. But the movie just kind of feels like it's missing something to make it flow better.
Yeah, it feels like there's like this weird long stretch of time in that movie, like where I lost where I was supposed to go. Did I make a big circle?
It's all gunmetal to me. I'm sorry.
I think I just made a big circle without. Oh god. Yeah, I'm just gonna run past you. This is what I did last time. It worked last time, so we're gonna go with it again.
Mm-hmm.
I did just make a big circle. I ran into the wrong direction. I lost my train of thought.
You're talking now for Christmas how it's missing the something something.
Oh yeah, there's just like this weird like stretch of time when like he discovers Christmas and to when he starts being Santa. Mm-hmm. Where like that, I feel like that part of the movie feels a little weirdly placed. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
Because it doesn't last long. It's just something about it.
Yeah, the movie's only like an hour or 10. Like it's literally as long as like some shot on video horror films I have. Yeah, it's just very interesting. So that's kind of, I'm not really nostalgic because of that. Even like my friends were excited because they're doing like a Percy Jackson show and I guess an Aragorn show. Not Aragorn. What's the dragon book? Aragon.
Yeah.
Aragon. And I'm like, oh yeah, those books had that really crappy film. Again, I think Ewan McGregor was in that one too.
Ian McGregor. There was a time period when Ian McGregor was just like the hot thing.
He was. I mean, he is a pretty hot thing. But
he is pretty hot, honestly. Fucking. That's why fucking bearded Obi-Wan is always superior to young Obi-Wan.
Yeah, it's weird. I didn't realize they're the same actor because they just look so different when he has like the Padawan hair.
You know what's really funny? Is Clone Wars, because they like they obviously base them on they're like caricatures of like the actors. Kenobi's like when he has the beard, because there is a scene where they shave off his beard because he has to go in disguise for something. And they modeled Obi-Wan's 3D model off of young Ewan McGregor's face. So when they shave his beard, he looks exactly like young Ian McGregor, and it's so weird.
Oh god.
Oh, we're here. Shit.
Man, it's just the streaming service thing now, but I just kind of sick of every show being a continuation or a reboot or like, I'm just like,
yeah.
I know it's like this drum's been beaten so much. I'm just like, I don't care about like a sitcom, but like they're all older now, but still in the same scenario.
Yeah. It gets old fast.
Yeah.
And like that's the sucky thing about like all of this content we're getting for Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I will never stop loving Star Wars. But like a lot of people, I'm starting to get burnt out.
Yeah. I'm just happy that Andor is another like Mandalorian adjacent show.
Oh my god. It's literally set in an era where you can't have a fucking Mando in it, so it's like, thank fucking god.
Yeah, like I really like season 1 Mandalorian, but after a while it became like, oh, this is just the brand now. It's just everyone's some kind of Mandalorian adjacent character.
Yeah, like I said, I've mentioned this before because we have talked about this before season 2. Where like when I first watched season 2, I was like, yeah, this is great. I love seeing all these characters and blah blah blah. Oh hey, actual people.
They might shoot you.
Yeah, I might just shoot you in the face just to see what happens because I just saved. But when I first watched season 2 of Mandalorian, I was like, yeah, that's great. But then you watch it through a second time and you're like, oh, this is just the advertisement season.
Yeah, like I feel like season 2, like obviously it was hyped up because of the ending scene, but man, the rest of it just came and went for me.
Yeah.
I guess it was cool to see the Shadows of the Empire Troopers come back into a live action movie.
Oh yeah, seeing the Dark Troopers was so cool, honestly.
When are you gonna get Dash Red in our Disney Plus show?
How many people are over there?
Way to find out.
Hi.
Okay.
Oh, they were normal people. They were civilized. I just shot him in the face. I just assumed every human being was an enemy.
Do we blame this woman at this point? Like you're fitting your character arc of like everything is you've embraced the jungle.
Yeah. Fight for the finish, man. Survival of the finish.
Wayland Yutani has failed. Society has failed. You trust only the gun.
Yeah. Hey. I am friend. You may trust me. Okay, bye.
They remember their past life.
Where'd the other ones go? Yeah. They were like, oh god.
The head's too big, I think, is the issue. For some reason, I'm just really, really bad at drawing like head portions of the body. I just keep erasing and redrawing.
Oh my god, fucking same. Friggin' that was like the original reason why I got into digital art, because like you see my sketchbook. I draw big.
Yeah.
So like I never get as full of uses of sketchbook pages as you do.
Mm-hmm.
So like I love digital art because I can just resize everything and it's all fucking good.
Oh yeah, that's probably very nice. I'm excited to learn to use that. I want color because Jazz is always like, your characters look so good in color. I'm like, I know, we'll do this. I got a thing now. We can do this.
Yeah, I fucking love. I love coloring in digital. It's like honestly my favorite part. It's why. Oh, there's a fucking weird glitch going on with the game.
What's happening?
So, and now every now and again when I do an action with like that involves me my hands holding something,
you drop it.
It seems like, yeah, you see that? Like, you see how it just disappeared? It seems like when I stopped using it, it just like there's just a model suspended in the air now.
Oh, that's weird.
It's really weird. Where's my hacking device at? I know I have one of those. Please tell me that's the
Your
human.
hacking device is just your axe going through the door frame.
Right. Hacking. Begin hacking now. Noisemaker.
Was it one time we were playing our Call of Cthulhu campaign last year? My friends got one stick of dynamite, and that hung over the whole campaign like a sword of Damocles when that was going to go off.
When will it happen? Yeah, please tell
Because
me
we're
that's
all
a
like,
human.
let's not give it to our token wild card. Why not? Because a stick of dynamite. Give it to me.
Alright. Give me the bomb. I
And
will
they
blow everything up.
And they already gave like, I really want to run a Call of Cthulhu campaign with you guys because we can at least do a one-off with like a more horrifying thing.
Yeah.
Because it's a fun system, and I've been getting back into Lovecraft because of Halloween and like cosmic horror.
Oh,
This is my
man.
new
I had so much fun with that board game, by the way. Like, that was actually like really fun. Hey, people.
I'm glad you like that. I was like, I hope Ray enjoyed that because that was a lot of setup and takedown. But I'm glad you had fun. That was a really good night.
Oh, it was really fun. Like I said, like the beginning of it was a little rough because I was still learning. But like once we got into it, we had like everything down and we were like planning and everything. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and actually, I was like, oh, I want to play Death May Die with you, but is that one bar that closed down? We had to like pay for it.
Where the hell are you guys running to?
I found it on sale for like $20 off, like $20 off, like $80. I was like, Well, it's the 5th year anniversary of the company this year. I might as well treat myself. So I bought Death May Die for my own personal use alongside one of the expansion boxes. So we'll have to play that sometime.
Okay.
Because
Wow.
that's again, it's like another Cthulhu board game, but it's more actiony. It's like the final act of a movie where you're in a big shootout against the Elder God.
Finally, we could take the Doom approach to something. You shouldn't be there. Okay.
It basically is that. 'Cause the idea is like you have to like do each mission has its own objective. You gotta solve it to fight the boss, to hurt the boss when it shows up. You gotta hurry and do the objective before the boss spawns, or else you gotta dodge the boss while you're completing the objective.
Hmm. Go to Samuels
and
and Taylor,
That sounds like a clothing store.
or like a restaurant,
Yeah.
or really
even-
just any like small business.
Yeah, or a law firm.
Samuels and Taylors.
And actually, with that Cthulhu board game, they're doing season 3 right now on Kickstarter. And that worm we spent like forever trying to kill in Arkham Horror. they're in season 3 of the new board game too. And
Oh hey,
their
it's
rules
you guys. The people
Oh.
we came in with.
And in the board game in Death May Die, the worms actively hunt the weakest player on the board.
That's brilliant.
and they're just as strong. They're just as strong as they are in Arkham, where they have like 4 dice of damage and like 8 HP.
God, I love that.
But no, I'm glad you had fun. That was a really fun night. Thankfully, Cthulhu Death May Die, the other board game, is like a much shorter game, so we can. I'm thinking for my birthday, maybe we'll get a group together and play that on top of the movie.
What is that sound?
It's a giant xenomorph.
It's the Queen.
Get away from her, you bitch!
It's Sigourney Weaver.
It's a giant Sigourney Weaver.
I don't know. If I saw a giant Sigourney Weaver, I'd be like, yes, please.
Yeah, you're like, haha, joke's on you. I'm into that. Bitch.
Exactly. You think this turns me off? Wrong.
Here, number that. Heat drying foreshortening, but I need to do that.
Oh man, foreshortening is so hard. That's why
I
I
kinda-
do the same 3/4 fucking view every time.
I learned a somewhat helpful trick from Trisha, would just draw like a spiral, but it's only useful for certain like foreshortenings.
Oh yeah, I've tried that, but I've never been able to
Yeah.
like
But,
get it to work properly for me.
mhm.
Is he here?
I was trying to say
Is she here?
I was trying to-
God, I fucking this is the only problem with the fucking motion tracker.
Wouldn't the xenomorph technically be a boy because of xenomorphs follow the traditional like beehive structure? The queen's the only girl in the colony.
Oh, is it?
I'm assuming so because the queen lays the eggs and like the warrior drones just protect the nest.
It could be. Like I know
sure
that the actual design of the xenomorph is like weirdly sexual.
Yeah, H.R. Geiger purposely made it very hermaphroditic, where it actually originally had both a vulva and a phallus on it.
Yeah.
They obviously toned that down a lot for the actual, because a lot of the alien designs post Aliens are based on the Aliens designs and not the big chap from the first Alien movie.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the first Aliens was nicknamed Big Chap, and it has like a more humanoid look. Like it has a visible skull through the carapace and a
Oh,
more like thicker body.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Why do it? Why does the stream have Why does the stream have those tags? Hold up, let me fix that.
What tags did you give it?
They apparently has Bungie and Destiny as the tags. I don't remember
Oh.
setting that. That might be what.
We,
Because I switched to Streamlabs. OBS has this feature where it'll just auto tag a game based off of the game you're playing.
oh, okay.
Neo! Motherfucker.
Was he peeing again?
No, he's freaking doing the thing where he like claws at my curtains and pulls the curtains off the wall. Ah! You bitch. God, I fucking the amount of times I've had to put these curtains back into the wall because I don't have any like actual. You know what? You get out of the room, dude. Yeah, no, you're out. You're exiled. But I have to flip and go to like Lowe's or something and buy some paint and like whole repair.
Oh god, all because of him.
Yeah, because like
Jesus.
if you see these walls, they're gonna fucking this is fucking nuts. Like I'm already not getting my security deposit back on this fucking apartment.
All because of him.
Yeah. The carpets are all fucked up. You know those little like wood plank things that are like on the when you have like hardwood floors to separate the hardwood from the
You mean baseboards?
carpet? Yeah, like those like that. I don't know what it's called, but it's just like a thin little lining thing that like smooths over the hard edges.
Oh, yeah. They're called. They have a name, but I forgot because we molding.
Yeah. That like he pulled that off of it and like snapped it in half.
Yeah, I know that because we did that when I was moving my washer dryer into the apartment.
Yeah, where the hell is the little tags things in Twitch? This is so much easier with OBS. Actually, can I update? Can I just because I'm not using OBS to stream? Can I open OBS and like update the tags that way?
That's I'm not sure. I never use OBS for streaming, so that's all.
It's gotta make me update OBS.
I'm gonna
Fine,
find
I
out.
will update OBS just so I can fucking.
Oh, not to go back to Cthulhu real quick, but I was reading Dreams in the Witch House for Halloween, and they mention in that book like the unnamed isle where the trees whisper. I'm like, oh, I did like the fucking Leonardo DiCaprio point at the screen thing. I'm like, that's where Ashcan Pete lost his mind. And then
I
they
know
mentioned the
that.
Abyss. They mentioned the abyss. I'm like, oh, that's where Ashcan Pete eat the mushroom.
Can I just say that meme, that Leonardo DiCaprio meme, encapsulates so many emotions. It's so good.
It is. It's really like probably one of the best like memes that come out of like most useful memes that come out of the last like couple of years.
I have a peepus now.
Okay.
That was like while OBS is fucking loading.
Mm-hmm.
I could just grab a soda.
Oh yeah.
Waiting to exit OBS. I'm not in OBS, you bitch. Fine. Fine, I won't update OBS. I don't need you, OBS.
My old work computer used to do this thing where it would like crash in a program and not let you open it again.
Yeah.
Even after that, it won't let you close the program. Like it won't let you force quit the closed program, so you couldn't shut the computer down manually.
Oh, interesting.
It was incredibly annoying.
That sounds really annoying, but the interesting thing is that I guess if I'm streaming with Streamlabs and I have OBS open, I can still use all of the features that are in OBS.
Oh really?
Yeah, I could just like update the tags. Now the fucking bunch. Oh, I need to take off the Halloween tag.
I mean, Halloween's a state of mind, not a holiday, so.
That's true. Halloween's forever.
Yeah.
Fuck
Listen,
you,
we're getting
Christmas.
Christmas stuff. If we're getting Christmas stuff in like December, we can say Halloween goes into November.
Yeah, God. I hate how earlier and early in the year we're getting Christmas-related stuff.
Yep.
It's so annoying. I wanna enjoy the other holidays, please. Okay.
I feel that. I'm like, wow, you sure are coming early. I mean, there's no better observation what you just said, so maybe.
Yeah. You're welcome to just repeat what I say and take credit for it.
Yeah.
Do that whole thing where it's like says funny joke, group doesn't react. Somebody else says funny joke, the group fucking loses it.
Oh, that's the yeah.
Get to save Crucible medical staff entrance. What? Am I supposed to be doing something here? I know
think
somebody
it's
was
just
just talking and was like, hey.
I know the girl was injured. Your lady friend from the ship was injured during the crash. Do you think to get her medical attention?
Yeah, and I am I just going into an area? Is this what I'm doing? And my mission is a very obvious thing I'm supposed to be doing.
Mm. Yes. What do our eyes look like? Look at that. I hate remember like what my character's eye shapes are when I draw. I'm like, what do your eyes look like again?
Oh man, that's the worst. I need a. Sorry, food. But one thing I need to do, art related wise, is I need to make character sheets for my characters.
Yeah, I feel that.
Because I'm so inconsistent. Like every time I go a long time without drawing a character, I will start just updating or changing like small parts of their design to the point where like I go back to like a drawing that I really liked of them, and I'm like, wow, you look so fucking different from what I remember.
Yeah, well, the character in my drawing case that my friends all joke like every time you draw her, she gets bigger. I'm like, I keep forgetting how her portions work.
God, that was me learning to draw boobs. Where like, when I first started to learn to draw boobs, I was all like, I'll make them pretty realistic. Like none of them get like crazy and stuff. And like even now, I'm like, I don't draw boobs that big. And then I look at old art, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I do. I may have gone a little out of hand.
In hindsight, I may have taken things a step too far.
Where the hell am I going?
You're probably with boobs what I do with hips. Or like every character I have, even like the super skinny ones have fairly defined hips.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend's like, you have a type. Like, no, I don't. Yes, you do.
Nah. It's the same with arm muscles and like shoulders. As like a recent trend of my character design is exposed shoulders.
You know, I realized way too late that like a lot of characters have bare arms. I think for like similar reasons. Like, why do my characters have bare arms?
I gotta show off those fucking back muscles, mate. God, I love back muscles.
My goal is to give all my buff characters like freakish Baki the Grappler back muscles.
Oh my god. Baki characters are so gross looking.
I'm reading Arc and Baki right now. Baki is fighting a giant imaginary praying mantis trained to fight his father.
Oh my god. I heard some crazy shit about this arc.
Yeah. So yeah, Baki's like been pretty okay. Then part 3 started to just bam, we're done trying to pretend. It started with Bisca Alba, man who was so powerful he can shift his muscles under his skin to other parts of his body.
That reminds me of that Yu Yu Hakusho character who can move his organs around.
Oh god, it's not. I don't know who that is. I remember Toguro. I remember Yu Yu Hakusho's Toguro. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, the only reason why I even remember this guy is because the Yu Yu Hakusho fighting game had him as the final boss. And like you could not do damage to him unless you hit his organs, which he would move around all over the place.
Yeah, that's how it's not really in the games, but if this is the North Star, the villain Thouser can't do his usually you're already dead thing, because Thouser's organs are reversed from a normal human.
My friend needs help. Medical supplies.
Me too. There are no supplies on this level. But there are plenty downstairs in the hospital dispensary.
Oh, cool.
Is that? He sounds like fucking Ash from Aliens and Bishop from Alien.
We turn out.
He sounds like Giles from Buffy, actually.
Yeah. I can direct you from here. Morley or Lingard would have had the passcode. Morley's office is your best bet.
Note to anybody who wears earrings and headphones: don't wear earrings while you're wearing headphones.
Why are you wearing earrings at like 8:30 at night?
Because my freaking earring holes like heal really quickly, so I try to keep them in for as long as I can before I go to sleep.
Oh, gotcha. You're like my dad. My dad. There's so many times in high school where my mom would just like reopen his earring holes with like a hot needle.
Ouch.
Yeah, my family wasn't big on like things like surgery.
Let's work together.
So
Mutual benefit.
Oh god. I don't like the characters talking into my head. Like there's like no radio effect, so they just like feels like I'm hallucinating voices.
The area you're in was far more
like Ash can't beat.
Those who had trouble adapting to deep space.
Just tell me where to go.
Tragic cases.
Yeah, I love that narrative that night where it's just like we had the actual adventure. Ash and Pete just went insane and murdered a dog and just running around town murdering indiscriminately.
That man was literally on the nice edge of sanity the whole game.
Yep, and eventually Ash and Pete finally broke. the Cthulhu Death May Guy game I'm getting in the mail has actual insanity cards. When they trigger you, things like Pyromania, which lights the room you're on fire.
Just
That's how he
things
lost
fucking
last time.
combust.
Yeah, that's how he lost last time. Jazz was doing pretty okay against a fire vampire. Then her Pyromania triggered, and she lit the room on fire and burned to death in front of the fire vampire. Like, well, Jazz's 6-year-old girl is dead. We lost the game.
Yeah, friggin'. I also just love. I think this also contributed to why I was really enjoying this game. Is just my character casually walking around everywhere, blasting people.
Yeah, you got that shotgun. You were just like Ash Williams, just walking around doing like one-liners, be like, "Hey, looks like these monsters are labeled Return to Sender." Bang.
Door access, vent access, lighting, day room, air purification.
We had some fun
door access.
emergent narrative in that gameplay.
Oh, I need 4? Shit, son. We don't
Apparently
need
the-
pure air.
Apparently, the boss they fought was like the easiest boss in the game, which helps a lot too. I think.
Oh my god, that thing was so easy. Like, it didn't even do anything.
Yeah, so the gimmick with Nyarlathotep is like he adds 5 really powerful mask monsters to the pool who are like his avatars, but we got them all on the outskirts, so they weren't spawning in the game
Yeah.
because we didn't shuffle very well, which is nice. Other gods aren't as good.
Okay. God, thanks, guy, telling me to go the wrong way. I'm glad I'm glad there's an NPC in the game who's like, dude, fucking go the right way, please.
One of the expansion pack bosses is Shoot the Nail, and it destroys buildings on the map, so you can't like go to certain locations after it awakens.
That's pretty cool, honestly.
Yeah. And then Atlach Nacha actually removes your seals. Who's again another DLC boss that's in a very expensive, hard to get expansion pack.
Gotta love that you're into like so many things that are just expensive as hell.
Yeah, well actually this game was pretty easy. It was like $28 at Bookman's. I had store credit. And I'm not hunting down these expansions because as much as I want to see the other guys, they just add more bloat to the game. But the Cthulhu Death May Die game is pretty expensive. Again, I got it on sale. But like the Kickstarter is running right now for season 3 of Death May Die, and it's like $100 for the base season 3. And I'm dropping it at 30 so I can get an extra boss called the Ithaqua.
That's a hard name to say. I don't even.
Ithaqua's well, yeah, it's like I was thinking there are a lot of hard names to say. The other day I was telling Jazz like one of the bosses in this game is from Clark Ashton Smith's writing, who I really like as a fantasy writer and a poet. The god's name is Tasagwa. He's a toad god. And Tasagwa, I can't fucking spell. So last night I told Jazz like I can't spell this. It's 11:30. I'm gonna call him Saint Toad, and it's pronounced Tasagwa.
It's a regional thing.
Yeah, it's a regional dialect.
There's so many things that I can't open because I don't have the right thing. Is this it? Doc, tell me where I'm supposed to go.
Dr. Zocta, please. Oh, the mess I'm in.
I feel like I'm actually allowed to run around because there's no threat.
The doctor takes off a mask. He's a xenomorph for disguise. Found you.
It's like, oh shit. A clever girl.
Clever girl. No, yeah, you're right. Board games expansions. I kickstarted a He-Man board game last year. It's like a battle game, like an army battler, kind of like Warhammer, with like 5v5.
Yeah.
And I went all in, kind of like He-Man a lot. It was like $350 as a birthday gift to myself. But it's like
God.
the core game and 7 expansion boxes.
Oh hey, a Joy-Con, fucking fight
Oh.
stick.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a lot of closet space. Because it's the base game. It's 3 extra packs to play as She-Ra, the Horde, and the Snake Man, and then a Castle Grayskull siege mode that comes with like a 7-inch Castle Grayskull model you can climb.
That's awesome.
It's really cool, but I spent a lot of money on it, and it's gonna be a lot of closet space when it rolls in. But unlike a certain Tupatal Cthulhu miniature, it's actually playable in multiple ways.
Yeah, that
The
fucking
Cthulhu
that Cthulhu statue is insanely fucking huge.
It is, and apparently there's only one mission that uses it, so you basically have a statue for most of the game.
That's kind of disappointing. I feel like if you're gonna make a statue that big, you gotta fucking use that at every opportunity.
No, I 100% agree. They're actually offering again as part of the Kickstarter for season 3 and 4, but I just don't want that damn thing.
Yeah.
As cool as it is, yeah, I have limits. I'd rather get tangible content.
What the fuck? This vent a dead end? Also, I hope I have extra batteries, otherwise I'm about to
You
run
also
out of
hate-
light, and this is gonna be make it a little hard to get out of this vent.
Oh, is there a battery? There is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
another
I
thing I hate
don't have
is
a
drawing hands.
I've learned to love draw hands, but specifically, I'm gonna describe them as evil hands.
Like Mr. Burns' 10th finger hands.
Yeah. I love drawing hands with like really sharp fingernails.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what makes me enjoy hands.
It doesn't help that for me, like, I draw in kind of two sizes for girl characters, either, like, very thin or very not thin. So, like, my thin characters always have these, like, really too skinny fingers, and then, like, my heavier characters all have, like, Long John Silver's hands from Treasure Planet, 'cause I can't draw chubby fingers very well.
Yeah. Am I supposed to do some...
Have you got the passcode? Look,
Oh, I'm...
card 2. Morley always kept it on him.
Yeah, there we go. 1702. Let's remember that.
Oh, actually, with Arkham Horror at Booklands, they have one of the expansions for, like, $30, which is fine, but one of the other packs is there for 80. I'm like, I'm not spending $80 on an expansion.
You focus on finding that keycard.
He's
Is this
here.
game- This game just feels like one long fetch quest sometimes.
I think that's why it's so short, because like these
Yeah.
areas seem like pretty. I thought this was an open world game at 1st, but like it seems like they're pretty like curated missions.
Yeah.
So like, cause we've gone through like, God, I don't know what it was about your cough, but that scared the shit out of me.
I'm sorry.
You're good. I think because I was like looking at the fucking. Hi. I'm just gonna go away now. I wonder what happens if I shoot it. Like, I know it doesn't do anything, but like, mechanically, does it like stun it? Like, what does it do?
Wanting to find out, but I'm assuming worse, it'll make it mad and it'll kill you.
Yeah. Okay, it's going that direction. Which, I get the feeling that's the direction I'm supposed to go.
Mm-hmm. That tracks.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Oh, jeez, Rick, we're trapped in the Sevastopol, Rick. With the perfect life form, Morty. You gotta admire it.
Is he coming this way? Where's he going? Where are you going? I don't like you going places without telling me. I need to know that you're safe.
The Xenomorph Queen's an official Disney princess, Morty. You gotta respect it.
I really hope it doesn't, like, mechanically doesn't go into vents.
Again, one of the most iconic scenes in Alien 1 is Dallas being killed in the vents by the Xenomorph. I'm sure it goes into vents.
Yeah, I have no fucking lights right now, so...
One way to find out.
This is actually kind of horrifying. I'm not gonna be here. Where is it? Can I not pull up my motion tracker? There it is.
You should be able to. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's like literally above me.
Do you have any last words for the audience before...
Don't tell them I exist. Nobody needs to know. Don't let them look at my homework folder.
With my dying breath, I curse Genshin.
Fuck you, Genshin. It's so funny. Because when Genshin first came out, even when I played it for like a little bit, for like the couple of weeks I was playing it, it was like, I don't really like this. But fucking whatever. People seem to be enjoying it. I can live with that. But like slowly, Genshin started creeping in on Honkai, and I was like, I fucking hate you, Genshin. I hate you so fucking much.
You stay in your lane, Genshin Impact.
Right? And now I have like this weird like thing where, like, you know when you hate something enough, you just wish bad things upon it?
It's like your sitcom rival at this point. It's your Dinkelberg.
Yeah. Dinkelberg. Like, he's not actually doing anything wrong, dude. Calm
Yeah.
down.
You better stay in your Azure Lane kitchen, in fact.
Yeah. Friggin', what you call it? There was a, oh, I think I just killed myself. Yeah, I just killed myself. I was not paying attention to the button prompt. Okay, bye. But like I start to take like even like the littlest win victories over Genshin, where I'm like, yeah, fuck you, Genshin. What you call it? There's a YouTuber who like reacts to music from MiHoYo and like other video games. And he recently did a live stream of watching the Genshin concert that happened not too long ago. And like, one thing to Genshin, and this is just a MiHoYo thing in general, their music fucking bomb. It's really good. But I looked at the view count for it. It was like at 10,000, and I looked at the last Honkai Impact concert that he also watched, and it was at like 70K, and I was just like, yeah.
You're getting dangerously close to like those grifter YouTubers who like, the trailer numbers are dropping on the Eternal. It shows Disney's going broke. You're getting dangerously close to that right now.
Yeah. Genshin's going woke, therefore it's going broke. Actually, they're going fucking... It's part of the reason why I don't really enjoy Genshin as much as I do Honkai. It's not gay enough.
You mentioned that when we went on that road trip, like how like Honkai has a lot more sad lesbian hours.
Yeah, fucking that's like one of the main pillars of Honkai is lesbians. And there's not a single gay character. I mean, there's Venti, which like he's a very feminine man, but like that's the closest you get to any sort of like queer representation or like queerness. But the rest of it's so painfully straight.
I judge series traits by the amount of like weird amount of Nendroids and weird like scale touches they get. So I assume Genshin's very straight, but the expensive statues.
Yeah, I will admit, them ladies, they be hot.
Have you found the passcode?
But God can its story not save them.
Card 2. Morley always kept it on him. Find him.
Have you watched? This feels like a very Reina anime. Have you seen the Akiba Maid War?
I have it on my watch list. I want to watch
this
it.
looks really fun, but I don't know how to. I don't want to just get High Dive just to watch it, so I'll just wait for word of mouth.
I have High Dive if you want to use my High Dive account.
Hell yeah! Let me know if it's worth watching first, then we'll talk. I'm really bad at television, so
Yeah.
keep me up with TV.
There's a lot
I
of
don't
really
know.
good like old anime on High Dive.
Oh, cool. Yeah, because I don't know why I ended up watching all the show. 'Cause I'm normally terrible with shows.
Yeah, friggin'. You want to know what? Speaking of High Dive, because they have the newest season on it. You want to know what's a weirdly good show?
What?
It has zero right to be any good, especially with the title I'm about to say. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon?
Oh, that's still getting episodes. I remember hearing about it like a long time ago.
Yeah, it's on like season 3 now, or well, yeah, it just finished season 3.
Wow.
Yeah, but like it's actually really good, despite like what the title may lead you to believe.
Yeah, like I normally approach Isekai like really warily after the whole Shield.
It's not an
Hero
isekai.
Robin Slate. Oh, is it?
No, it's just like a fantasy, which I think is what part of it, what makes me like charmed by it. Like it is weird because like when you watch it for the first time, and you're like you get through like the first couple of episodes, you're like, how is this not an isekai? Like it uses all of the same tropes and like fantasy world building for like a little while. Like it eventually starts building its own world and like the weird isekai like RPG elements that all isekai have, like kind of fade into the background. But like that first season for like the first couple of episodes, you're like, how is this not an isekai?
Yeah, the title sounds like an Isekai light novel.
Oh god, it is so like that title is very misleading because like, and even like the show itself, like the first like half of it or whatever, when you hear that title, you're like, oh, it's gonna be a fucking generic harem. Like, yeah, I know what I'm getting into. It's barely even that.
Wow, I'm actually shocked it's such glowing reviews. Again, There's that period where it's like, I just don't want to watch any of these. All my friends were like really into isekai. I'm like, these all just sound kind of the same.
Yeah. Isekai are very... Why did you come in here? I didn't do anything! I heard your anime opinions.
Yeah. It was pretty cringe.
I heard you were posting cringe on Maine. And like, don't get me wrong, it's like a very like fan servicey show at times.
Mm-hmm.
But like, why did I play that? I didn't mean to do that. But like, it's still like a really good like what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a hero's journey type of story.
Mm-hmm.
Where like the main character is like really weak and whatnot, and you just get to see him grow into like a competent hero.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a really nice adventure to watch, honestly. And there's
That's
cute girls
good.
everywhere. And like, it's not a harem in the weirdest way. Like, it's funny because like it's one of those shows where like the characters, some of the characters really feel harem-y or like harem tropey, but like the main character feels like he's not from a harem show.
Mm-hmm.
It's really funny.
That's interesting.
Also,
Yeah, 'cause I feel
Bill
like
Crandall,
every
the main character, is just the sweetest little boy. He's so sweet.
Wow.
He's just a little
Yeah,
ball of sunshine.
I'm used to every fantasy series nowadays just being a Kirito or
Medical facility quarantine breach detected.
whatever the guy's name for Konosuba is. I'm blanking right now. Clone.
Mhm.
It starts with a K too, I think, though.
I don't know. You had it right on the head with Kirito.
Yeah. My friend who's getting married is a big fan of Sword Art Online, Fairy Tail, and Tokyo Ghoul. So I
Wow,
joked
all the
about,
bad
like,
shit.
I joked about his kid's name being like Kirito, Asuka, then like I couldn't think of the guy's name from Tokyo Ghoul. And then I'm not gonna say his last name on stream, but then his last name, like Jazlik is like, no, he's not gonna do that. You think he'll dance to the Tokyo Ghoul ending theme, but not gonna dance to anime music, Damon. Like, I'm just saying, the groom should get one song, and she's like, no, they're not gonna allow like him to play like any of these ending themes. Like, I'm just saying, he cried to Your Lie in April. You could put the music from that in there.
I fucking love you. I need to rewatch Your Lie in April, honestly. It's one of those shows where, like, when I first watched it, that was, like, one of my first, like, really sad, like, emotional animes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always, like, stuck with me, but I need to rewatch it and see if it's actually, like, holds up.
This can make you... Yeah, I've never seen it, but I'm just, like, worried it's, like, more manipulative than actually sad at this point, with how much it's hyped up.
Yeah, I do remember one specific scene, and it's, do you mind if I spoil it? Do you care?
No.
Okay, so one of the main love interest dies.
Mm-hmm.
But like she doesn't like die in like a horrific accident or something. And what it is she dies of like cancer or something like that. And like the scene where it happens it's actually so fucking beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Because the whole like because Your Lie in April is based around music.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole thing is that the main character is like was once a child prodigy, but like suffered some trauma. I forget what it was. I think like his mother died or like his mother abandoned him or something like that. And he just never had the same love of music again until he meets the main love interest.
Mm-hmm.
And so like he starts getting back into music and blah 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 all that. And then like the big concert, like the crescendo of like the stories thing, like that he's supposed to perform at, he's supposed to do a duet with her. But she ends up in the hospital, but she still wants him to perform because she knows it's very important to him to get back into music and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So the scene where she passes away, she's in the hospital and he's in the concert.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, yeah, that didn't do nothing.
The gun does nothing.
The gun does nothing. Oh god, I actually learned this thing's fucking path.
It's like playing Metal Gear Solid, but way more dangerous.
Yeah, it also seems to be because I think I know what happened not this last time, but the last time I died.
Mm-hmm.
Was I think I knocked something over and I think it hurt it.
God, you give me flashbacks to playing the annoying stealth missions in Spider-Man on PS4.
Oh man.
They're like, oh, Mary Jane tapped the bottle, time to get shot.
Oh no, my shoes were just a little too squeaky. Time to get shot.
The worst one of that is when you have to sneak around the rhino as Miles, and it's just like so like tense. Like, wow, this is very annoying.
Oh.
I hope they don't bring those back for Spider-Man 2 on PS5.
I would love it if that's how the naming conventions worked. Is just like they named it whatever console it came out on.
Listen, there's too many like Spider-Man 2s at this point. I gotta specify.
Yeah. Oh, we're getting a third Spider-Man for PS7?
We'll meet the physical
Yeah.
too. Wally always kept it up.
It's like, oh, we're seeing Spider-Man 3 again.
Again, how did I look at the thing?
Medical facility quarantine breach detected.
It was fine. I saw Spider-Man 3 Far From Home, No Way Home. I saw whatever the last Big White Helen one was.
Yeah.
With my dad. And he was like, it was pretty fun. And then as the weeks got on, he got like more negative about it. He's like, it was pretty silly to him. I don't think it was really that good a movie. As the weeks went on, I got more and more like.
Yeah,
It
it
wasn't
really
that
is one of those movies where, like, when you first watch it, you're like, that wasn't that bad. I actually had, like, a good time. And then you get, like, further and further away from it, and you're like, I don't like it as much anymore.
Well, it's just like, it was your first post-COVID theater experience. Be happy.
Yeah.
No, I feel that. There's some movies definitely, the more I think about, the more I'm like, I didn't really like that. Where did my pencil go? Did I drop it?
I ate it.
Yeah, like, that's not my pencil because this one's too warm, too cold. There it is. To be fair, I saw the Batman too, and I'm like, that was really long.
Was the Batman good? I've been wanting to know if that was a good movie or not.
So, I think I enjoy it. I think it didn't need the last act, but it was enjoyable, and it definitely is a movie that like it's very edgy, but it definitely does it for a camp way I feel a lot of people just wouldn't get if you don't approach it critically.
Yeah.
Like, it's something hilarious the fact that like the Batman main theme is like the funeral dirge. Like it's needlessly tried. Like, and I get it. Like a lot of people are like, oh look, it's so dark and mature. I'm like, no, this is goofy as hell. So I kind of appreciate where it goes for. It has like a super cool, super long, super destructive car chase I really enjoyed. But just like there's this point at the end where like okay, it's done, right? Like, oh crap, there's another act.
Doesn't the
Kind of
beeping of the
thing.
motion sensor give me away?
It might.
I need to find this fucking key card before he sees me again.
I mean, now you can watch HBO Max for free. I would say just go for it. But it's enjoyable. It has some fun stuff. It's a little overly long, but it's enjoyable for what it is. It was just funny. Another very like Ahsoka moment. People like completely turning around Robert Pattinson after Batman casted him.
Yeah.
Like he's finally a good actor now. I'm like, he was in other stuff between now and Twilight. They didn't have superheroes in it.
I honestly forget that sometimes he was, like, before Twilight, some of the stuff he was in. Like, I'll be watching a movie. Like, Harry Potter. I didn't know that. I did not realize he was in Harry Potter until I watched Goblet of Fire again, and it was like, oh shit! That's Robert Pattinson.
Was the movie where he dies in 9/11 before or after Twilight?
I think it was, I don't know. It was after.
That's still the weirdest twist.
Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely after.
Okay.
Because wasn't the whole twist was that he was at 9/11?
Yeah, like it ends like, I'll see you soon. He hangs up the phone, like it pans out, he's in the World Trade Center on December 11th.
Yeah, because I don't think that twist would work if it was before 9/11.
Well, I mean, Twilight was way after 9/11. It could have been like the same year or something. That's why I was just wondering.
Yeah. I needed to walk in this room again so I can.
It'd be eerie if they actually predicted a day and date in like a random rom-com.
Oh man.
It's like you heard the Muppets Take Manhattan thing where like Kermit has a flashback to the future. Like he has a vision if he was never born. It's like like 2002 and the World Trade Center still standing, which implies Kermit's existence and was responsible for 9/11.
Oh god, I think I'm gonna have to turn the fucking brightness up again because I'm starting to get to the point where I actually can't tell where the fuck I'm looking.
I'll let you focus on not getting eaten.
Or I just watched the fucking stream capture.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to play Bloodborne on here one time, but because I was doing it through the capture card, I guess doing it through the capture card is a lot more resource intensive on the PS3 than it. Oh god, sorry. Wait, is this a PS4? The PS4. I don't know why I called it PS3, but the PS4 than I would have thought so. So like when I was trying to play it, while like on the actual screen, it seemed a little choppy. But like watching the actual like screen capture, it was fine. So I had to play Bloodborne through. So that whole time I was playing Bloodborne, I was playing it through the stream capture.
Oh my god. That sounds miserable on such a tiny screen.
Oh, it's so weird. I think I cornered myself.
Is Bloodborne officially on PS4?
Yeah, it's on PS4.
frightening- I mean, they got PC on
Ah.
it. That
Also,
sounds like
it turns out I didn't need PS Plus to play online.
Oh.
Yeah.
Eh.
So
I was
just
looking
have
forward
PS
to the day
Plus
we get Bloodborne on PC and a Bloodborne randomizer for the enemies and bosses.
now. Woo! I need them to fucking port to PC already.
I know. Honestly, I'd be down for doing a Dark Souls randomizer with you as a commentator, because that's always real fun.
Right.
I don't know if you like those games, I forget.
I am okay with you just now being my number 2 on these streams.
Hell yeah, I'm glad I'm passing the driver's test.
Because I don't talk much. I'm pretty like I play the game, and then every now and again I'll make a comment. Honestly, I don't know why people fucking watch me. I'm not that entertaining by myself.
You see advertising like, this is worth the watch.
Yeah.
Look, we'll need the physical key card too. Morley always kept
But also like having you here because we always get into like some interesting conversations.
Thank you. Yeah, it's fun to just chat with you. And like, obviously I'm not about the information on Alien, but we can at least do stuff that's somewhat relevant to what's on screen.
Yeah.
you focus on finding that key card.
Hell, this week again, I've been bugging the hell out of Jazz by talking about Lovecraft stuff. I've been reading it a lot. And I told her, like, yeah, Del Toro's supposed to do a Mountains of Madness movie, but it got canceled because it's too close to the plot of Prometheus.
Really?
Yeah, because they're both the ideas, like, they're not really that close, but the idea is, like, ancient creator gods create life, and they both revolve around malignant black goo.
Yeah. I can see how some like Hollywood exec would be like, nope, too similar, can't do it.
Yep. But
Because
one
Hollywood
also has-
execs are dumb as fuck.
Yep. I think it did catch you?
No.
Okay, it's hard to tell with how dark it is in the strobing lights where this, like, also dark monster is.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking turn up the brightness because, like I said, I'm starting to have trouble where like I can barely see.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just gonna turn that shit up.
But a Mountains of Madness version, I actually tried to read chunk it for Halloween, but I fell asleep during the 2-page autopsy scene. They describe the Elder Thing with this monster's like biology in like intimate detail. Like, I don't care about how its lungs work. Just get to the plot.
Yeah. Again, this is why I'm really glad that my chosen medium of like storytelling is visual.
Mm-hmm. Listen, for a while I would try to do the thing in my old writing where I would try to translate my like intricate like back then especially very like JoJo inspired designs into print. It was just like a paragraph of, like, and led to a belt in which 3 charms. It was like too much.
Shit, where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Is
Where'd he go?
is it above you?
Did he change rooms? What happened there? He changed rooms. He's in the vents now. That's what that sound was. I was like, what the hell did he do?
I think it's a. Oh, I don't like this right now.
Oh, I don't like this at all. Oh, he's fucking gone. Wait, is that what I was supposed to do? I was just supposed to go over here to... what the fuck was it? 1702?
It's just behind the door and shoots you.
He has a gun now.
Surprise, bitch.
Surprise, motherfucker. Is he no longer in the vents now? No, he's no longer in the
Oh.
vents now.
He's coming. He's coming this way.
Please tell me he didn't see me. No, he saw me! Ah! Oh, God, that actually scared me.
Remember this guy was in Mortal Kombat 10 for some reason? That was a wild.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if I'm supposed to run, because that's a straight hallway.
That feels like that, because I'm sure, like, it can't be that fast. I'm tempting fate, but it's not me playing the game, so who cares?
Yeah. I mean, we've died enough times already. We're to the point where death means nothing.
Yeah. Alien Isolation, more like Alien Shadows Die Twice.
God, I need to replay Sekiro at some point as well. I haven't played that in a while.
I didn't play it because the idea of like it's Dark Souls, but you do stealth, maybe like that's making me want to pull my hair out. I like stealth games, but they can get tedious really fucking fast. Like, Eli describing Sekiro reminded me of my time playing The Evil Within.
Yeah.
I got just bored doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, the problem with Sekiro already has kind of a hard barrier to get through with the fact that like you're not allowed, unlike other Souls games, you're not allowed to like customize, really.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But the stealth can be a bit of a barrier, especially in some sections. Some sections you're almost required to do stealth to like thin out the herd, or you need to be really fucking good at the game's combat.
Yeah, I'm also as Jazz. If people will test, I have no rhythm, so I suck at parry-based mechanics.
Sekiro is the only reason I even got remotely good at the parry timing in other Souls games.
Mm-hmm.
But like hell, other Souls games, the parry window is so like finicky at times.
Mm-hmm.
But Sekiro, it's so well fine-tuned that like once you get it down, it is so fucking satisfying. Like that's what got me through that game, because those boss fights, especially the Genichiro boss fight, like the first one you do, that one, once you get that fight rhythm down, it is so satisfying.
It looks really cool. Like I've seen like good playthroughs of like the sword scene and stuff. I'm just like, I don't know. I like everything I read guys was like, what's his face? Gwyn is so easy to parry. Just do this, and I'm like, is it? Is it? I keep being stabbed in the throat.
Oh man, DS1 parrying was so finicky.
Mm.
Did he go into the vent again? Oh, I think like once you get close to this door, he goes into the vent, so you have time to put in the code, and then he comes out again.
They need to sprint.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, Godspeed. Enter the.
Enter the Speed Force.
Yeah, I was gonna enter the Speed Force. That just sounded repetitive. Oh, I thought I grabbed you when you like jerked backwards.
Yep. Let me see where he comes. I think he comes in here. Can I? He's definitely in the hallway.
Mm-hmm. He's in the locker with you.
7 minutes of heaven with the alien. He's got some insane tongue game.
He tongues you. Does the little mouth tongue you? Or does the tongue inside the little mouth tongue you?
That's the joy. You don't know.
It's all the. Oh god, that's gross. I was gonna be like, it's like if a penis had a tongue, but also you know where this is going.
Yeah. That's like some like Japanese horror shit, honestly.
Yeah, peak like Junji. Not even Junji. Oh.
Okay, I didn't know we could do that.
What do you do?
I think I moved around too much. I didn't know. I was just like, okay, I just need to wait for him to like leave this room, and then he's like, "Ha, gotcha, fucker." Oh, this is actually really hard.
I hate drawing arms. I feel like I hate drawing so much. I hate so much about drawing. I'm like, how does this connect? How does that connect?
Oh, I can hide in the little thing.
Oh, so today I was going down like a bit of like a nostalgia rabbit hole, and like I was in the Goosebumps podcast. I think it's called like Goose Buddies. And I was like, I remembered a book I read as a kid called In the Land of the Lawn Weenies and Land of the Road Weenies. Do you remember these books?
No.
They were like collections of like goofy horror stories for kids, but they had some like weirdly intense like deaths and body horror. And I was googling to remember if I remember these things correctly, because I've been accused of exaggerating before. And there was totally just like some weird body horror, like some kid gets like a baseball like inside his palm, so like it's like stretching against. You see like the stitches inside the flesh.
That sounds gross.
Yeah, and like one kid like a witch like turns all these like nice kids into like the animals they're most like as like a reward. Like, you know, I'm a bird, I'm a monkey. But like the bully kid's like eating salty crackers all day. He turns into a slug okay, he's bad. So the boy like shrivels alive from like the salt in his stomach from being turned into a slug and eating crackers.
That's so dark, honestly.
There's one where it's like a school full of children just get murdered by a serial killer, and it's just like a book I bought at Scholastic Book Fair like age 10. Like this girl's being like bullied, and the substitute teacher's like, let's do an experiment. We all hold a wire, and she leaves. So all the kids bully her out of the room, and then she finds out that this teacher is a serial killer, and she could report the thing and save her classmates. But she remembers they were mean to her, so she lets them die in electrocution suicide, and it ends with like the lights flickering and her smiling.
What the fuck?
I swear it's a real book.
Honestly, unironically, this is why I love kids media sometimes, because of the fact that they can't like directly be like, oh, this person died, like they're dead, and then like they have to, or like adult animations where they like get really fucking gory for no reason. It's like kids media whenever they want to tackle like mature stuff or like stuff like death, they have to get really creative about it, and it's so interesting every time.
Yeah, it's always like, it's the idea like some ways like I love me some like maximalist gory horror films, but sometimes like not even psychological, it's like telling less can be way more fucked up because your brain fills in the gaps.
Yeah.
And that's what I was going back to with like Halloween with like Lovecraft is like so much of like cosmic horror works, you don't see the full monster. You just get an impression of what it's like, and that just doesn't work in a visual medium either.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that was like the main complaint about that one Cthulhu show that was on Amazon.
Oh, Matt Lovecraft USA, or is it a different one?
I think it was.
Yeah.
Shit, he's coming down the hallway. I need a place to hide.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I told Jazz this because in the Cthulhu board game, they revealed the color out of space as a Kickstarter goal, and I'm like, how are they going to make a color beyond the visual spectrum as a miniature in a board game?
I am behind the pasta.
Pasta fajoule, you might be a fool.
Don't look this way. I'm not here. Leave the room. Leave the room. Leave the room.
Psychic.
Leave the room. Leave the room. Good. Good.
Maybe you weren't a fool after all.
I'm a genius. Oh no.
Did it come back?
Yeah. There he is. I hope he doesn't cut me off at the pass.
Yeah, he's right in front of you. I want this ever finds you start playing like the SpongeBob chase music.
What the hell is all this?
Morley.
Investigate Dr. Morley's rooms on. Ah, they're not
you
gonna
have to go
tell me which one it is. I have to go find it.
Go back. It has the numbers there, right?
Yeah, but like these are like the 3 rooms I have to go. So A26,
Yeah, so
A29, C21. Where the fuck are the door numbers at? I've never even noticed those. Yeah, I think this is a safe room at the moment. Is there a save in here? Is there a save anywhere nearby? It's like way over there. Shit. Oh, it's a straight shot from here, actually. Oh, he's on the other side of this door.
It's funny how this game does the Nemesis thing better than the actual RE3 remake does.
Yeah. Yeah. But like, and like, not to hate on that one, but like the Nemesis is done pretty well, honestly. But
Okay.
like after the first half of the game, he's shit. He learned how to open doors.
He's like your cat. He's evolving.
Yeah. Because I didn't get anywhere near that door. I was like tracking him to make sure he went into a different room before I opened that door. But what you call it, the first half of the game, after you like get used to how Nemesis works, he becomes kind of a joke. Please don't. Oh, that's what happened.
You're supposed to hold your breath.
Yeah, I noticed it too late. I'm sitting here like eating my food, and I'm like, is he gonna go away? Well, good to know.
Yeah, the more you know. Knowing's
We're
half the
learning.
battle.
We're learning. We
Yeah.
got like an hour left before I have to call it, but we,
We will find this hospital arc tonight. Damn it.
yeah. I will fucking get to the next save point at least. Emergency override.
I wonder if we're gonna have our Halloween party this weekend or not.
Yeah, nobody's fucking, oh, I can lock this door.
Oh.
I mean, it doesn't really matter because, like, unless I can lock it from the outside, too. Now I have to lock it from the inside. Because, like, once
That's
we
like-
get out of this section, we're not going to be using this door anymore.
Mhm.
Oh, it just locks it temporarily, too, so whatever. I don't know. Fucking, speaking of the freaking the Halloween party, sad events have happened to me in my costume.
What happened to you guys?
This is going to sound very out of context for anybody listening to, but my boobs ripped.
Oh, were they silicone? What are they made out of?
They're made out of silicone.
Oh, that's a bummer. I'm sorry.
They're still usable, but like they're gonna look a little off because like not the boobs themselves didn't like rip, so like the front part of it's still fine, but like so the whole thing, it's like a full chest. It like covers your entire chest. It's a whole silicone thing, but the part where
Yeah.
you put your arms in, one of them ripped open.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah,
it
so,
doesn't
like-
show through the. Oh yeah, because it's probably a lot of exposed shoulder area because of the costume.
Yeah, I think if I like honestly, I think if I cut, I'm kind of afraid to do it because I don't want to like destroy it or anything, because like I said, it's still in a usable state. But I'm afraid to do it. But I think if I like cut off the entire back area and the other arm piece and just leave the front intact, I think it'll look fine.
We'll need the physical key card too. Morley always kept
But yeah, because I went to go test it out again because I've been trying to like lose weight for the whole thing,
Medical facility
and I've lost like 5 pounds in the last couple of weeks, which is good.
That's us. Congrats.
Yeah.
find out what that is.
And so I was all like, I wonder what it looks like now that I've lost a little bit of more weight and like with the corset and everything and all that. So I went to go put it on, and I guess my nails are a little too long, and it cut a hole into the thing when I went to go put it on.
Oh, that's such a disappointment. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it sucks. The hardest part is how much I spent on that fucking thing.
Oh, I can imagine it was not cheap.
No, it was like $100. It's like 112,
Oof.
112, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oof.
And because it's been like a month since I ordered it, I can't like get a return or anything on it. So,
Yeah.
but again, at least it's in a usable state. I just have to finagle with it.
Yeah, that wouldn't make sense. So let's show them that way. So can I guess you could. I'm trying to figure out this pose I'm drawing is like an ad like correct or not.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah. A big rip.
Yeah, like literal rep.
Yeah.
Well, time to find a new pair. Just pull like a giant like saw out.
God. Friggin'. But, like, it also might be a bit of a blessing in disguise. Because I mentioned when I went to test it out the first time, that shit was hot.
Yeah, you mentioned.
Oh
like,
my
you were,
god.
soaked in sweat when you were done with it.
It is so hot. Like, I think if I actually manage to get the courage to, like, cut it up, I think it'll actually be a lot more breathable and a lot more, bearable to wear for hours on end.
We gotta be like the Godzilla suits where you're just full of cooling hoses.
Right? Yeah. Let's see where it's at.
I don't know why I just give this character a deep. That is fucking terrible.
Okay, so you can't run away from it either. Ugh.
Kiefer, you didn't have much of a head start there.
Yeah. Unnecessary, mate. You've already stabbed me through the chest.
actually,
Fucking.
Sorry.
No, I just realized that the next save point that I was been trying to get to
Uh-huh.
is this one.
Mm-hmm.
We were just at a different room, so I was like, yeah, that's a new save point. Why is it telling me to be in this room, though? Oh, is this one of the rooms I'm supposed to be in? Hold up.
Mm-hmm.
What are the door numbers on here? Day room. Sedation ward. The lockers have numbers, but I don't see door numbers. Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea where the... Oh, hey, there's a dead guy here.
Hi, dead guy.
Hi, dead guy. Ooh, you know what? I wonder if...
You aren't going to do like the ancient YouTube Let's Play thing where you try to make the dead guy like an epic relatable character to put on future T-shirts.
I'm not that creative.
Yeah. Hello, Daddy. You going? I don't know what's going on today. I can't even imitate that like kind of annoying like. You know the type.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Excuse you. You think we're entertaining?
Yeah. I'm not thinking this kind of YouTubers are entertaining either.
Yeah.
I would love one day if you ever do VODs or like some like a Arena stream archive, just do like fake Markiplier style thumbnails for all their videos.
Freaking I did start a YouTube to upload the VODs because like Twitch automatically saves VODs for you.
Mm-hmm.
But like I didn't realize that after like a certain amount of time they delete them.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, I kind of want to keep some of these. Like especially
That's
like when I do like art streams or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I kind of want to keep those. So I made a YouTube so I can upload the VODs too.
Oh yeah.
Boo-da-boo.
I hate drawing like mouths. I'm like, I gotta make a mouth that looks like a cute smile for this. And then like, I drew this whole body. What the fuck should she wear?
One of those weird inconsistencies where like sometimes I feel like I draw really good mouths, and then sometimes I'm like, wow, did I learn how to draw mouths ever?
Dude, that's the fucking feeling I have, where I'm like, wow, they sure is hard.
I think the one like inconsistent thing that I get is like one time I sort of figured out a trick how to make sure shoulders were always proportional or always looked somewhat right, and it was to use that straight line that the collarbone creates.
That's what I've been doing too, because like, yeah, the collarbone, like, and like the breast, kind of the breast muscle where it connects to like the armpit muscle. I don't
Yeah,
know what to call these
exactly.
parts. Like it does help a lot with like understanding, especially with like girls, like where like, or at least people with breasts, like how that flows, or even pectoral muscles.
Yeah, it
just
like
don't draw
helps a
a lot
lot, but sometimes I feel like when I go to do it, I'm like, this doesn't look right.
Yeah, I just don't draw a lot of like, as much as I love Baki the Grappler, I'm not very good at drawing like showing muscular dudes.
There's a reason I stick to whamming. It's funny though. One early art advice that I remember getting was to learn to draw men, because if you can draw men good, you can draw women easily.
That's what I realized like early on. I was like, I cannot draw men very well. I feel it's like easier to work with. You have less stuff on the framework, so to speak.
Yeah. Okay, so I need to grab all those. Yada yada yada. Oh.
I'm just trying to do more of an apple by this character. Jazz is always like, you always draw pear shapes. Like, I'm trying to do better. Oh, you're dead.
Yeah, you can't run away from that thing.
Speaking of going pear shaped, aha.
Yeah, once it gets onto you, you're fucking dead. Damn it. Cause like we're starting to get to the point where we've died multiple times. I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to get impatient. So I'm like, how fast can I get through this now?
That's my issue with most like horror games like this. That's why I like Resident Evil.
Oh man, I love Resident Evil. Let's just fuck aliens. We're playing Resident Evil now. Yeah.
This way, like we hard cut the stream edit, so it's just like us playing Village.
Honestly, I wish I knew how to edit videos because there have been some like moments in my streams where I'm like, this would make a really funny edit. Too bad I can't like live edit my streams and make a stupid meme out of it.
Have you found the passcode? Look, we'll need the
Yeah, we have the passcode. I get it. We need the fucking key card. What I need is a way to kill this son of a bitch.
Warning. Medical facility quarantine breach detected.
That's what I need.
Warning.
Relax.
Medical
I'm
facility
just trying to find out
quarantine
what that
breach
is.
detected.
You focus on finding that keycard.
Oh, I know what it is, my dude. I know who it is.
It's evolutionary perfection.
It's Cotton Eye Joe. This is where he is.
We found him after all these years. We got him. We got him.
This is why nobody knows where he came from or where he went.
He's actually part of a hive mind. They're all Cotton Eye Joe. He reproduces through facial, like, through parasitic means.
I'm imagining the scene in Aliens with where they're like shooting down the hallways of all the aliens and it's playing the Cotton Eye Joe thing.
Good God.
Where'd it come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Just interspersed with gunfire. Oh man, speaking of practical effects, one of my favorite things from old sci-fi movies was watching the behind the scenes and seeing what weapons they cobbled together to make their sci-fi weapons.
Dude, it's so cool. Like, I mean, like, you probably know it's like Star Wars. It's just so much random, like, model kit parts and just computer shit.
Oh my god, so many of like old Star Wars weapons were just like guns that they like real ass guns where that they just cobbled parts onto it.
Mm-hmm.
And they look so good.
Yeah. Like, again, like, there really is, like, an artistry to, like, practical effects that just is kind of lost. Now, there's obviously people who still do it, but it's just kind of a bummer, like, that kind of, like, physicality is lost from modern films. CGI is its own art form. People do a lot of work, and it's terrible the crunch they go through. But I do miss that kind of physicality of having, like, actual spaces and costumes that older films have.
Yeah, shit, I think I cornered myself again. Okay, I'm starting to get the pattern of what this guy does. And, like, what triggers him to go, like, what directions.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Okay, I think I barely got away with that. But, what you call it? One of my absolute favorite sci-fi weapons are the assault rifles from Starship Troopers.
I kind of know what those look like. Yeah, I've never seen Starship Troopers.
Ah, man, we need to watch Starship Troopers. I fucking love Starship Troopers. That's one of those movies where like it's a really good sci-fi action movie, but also a really good like critique of fascism.
Oh yeah, that's a really cool gun. And you know the funny part of this movie is, the original book isn't as satirical. Verhoeven probably read like a page of this and he threw it in the trash and made his own movie.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened with Starship Troopers. It's really funny, but
Have
it's
you seen
also like
RoboCop?
I haven't seen it in a while, but I remember
Oh, yeah.
watching it.
Same director, still very good.
Yeah, it's so good. Freaking, but the one bad thing about Starship Troopers is because like it's also like a really good like satirical take on fascism. The bad part about it is it's one of those. It's so good that like fascist chuds are like, yeah, this is in support of fascism.
Yeah, it's
this is
so
what
good,
things
you can't-
should be.
It's so good you can't tell it's satire. It's kind of like how sometimes, not even Warhammer, because Warhammer is clearly a bad place to be. But it's like that clearly, like, it's so good at satirizing, it comes off as, like, sincere.
Exactly. Oh, he's in. What is he in front of me? How did he get in front of me? Shit.
I was joking about the teleporting xenomorph trick.
I don't know. I don't remember what the hold breath button was.
Yeah, I think it's left bumper. It's the upper left trigger, whatever that is.
Yeah, that's left bumper. How do I know if I'm holding my breath?
Maybe you can only do it. You only can do it when he's close to you.
Oh shit! It was the wrong button. It was LT. It was LT.
Okay.
Ah!
I failed you right now. I failed you. You're off the stream. You're off the stream.
You're fired. Get out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, I was so prepared too, and I hit bumper. Oh, god damn it. Ah. We got so far that time.
You what's our pain in the ass of drawing is figuring out like fun things to put on shirts.
Oh my god. Character design is hard.
I know. And it's like a lot of my thinner character is fine, but when I draw a heavier character, it's like, how do I make this character like I don't have any reference that I can use because like they aren't just common body types in like fiction.
Yeah. I think the one thing that's really hard, especially when you start doing body types that aren't like common or like especially ones that like in society that aren't really considered attractive, it's like, how do I do this without being offensive? Like, but like you have to find like a really right balance, or it's like the same thing with like when you're drawing characters of other races, where you're like, how do I draw this character without like, well, like they're clearly identifiable as that race, but it's not an offensive caricature.
Yeah, like I feel like it's fairly simple enough as long as you don't go completely like, as long as you don't go full stereotypical. I think it's simple enough, but like you have to be really, you have to choose right. I think it's harder in writing because there's that old adage in writing where like, don't compare people's skin tones to food, you idiot.
Just to go to show you that I don't fucking read shit. I was like, I never even knew that was a common thing that happened.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of like chocolatey skin or milk chocolate skin. Or,
oh yeah, I've heard people like describe people like that, but I've never like read it in a book.
Yeah. I just want to be like, about as just satirically as they do it, like just complete nonsense food would be like, the skin, the texture of a good well-baked cheeseburger.
Yeah. Friggin', I always feel like, because I do a lot of dark skin characters all the time, but like, I always feel like I'm kind of doing a disservice by the fact that I don't draw characters like with recognizable black features, because when I do dark skinned characters, I base them off of me, and I have very like relatively like what's the word I'm trying to I was gonna say Eurocentric features. Yeah, that's the word. That's the perfect word actually. Yeah, I have very Eurocentric features, so like I tend not to like draw my dark skin characters with any sort of like any either like recognizably black features or like even like native features, despite the fact that that's what I am. So it always just ends up being like an anime. It always ends up being the thing where it's like an attractive anime character with just dark skin. Yeah,
you do kind of the anime thing where it's just like you're the Ramethel in drawings.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, or like they're dark skinned. That's it.
Yeah.
I also hate deciding on shoes. I hate drawing feet, Raina. I despise drawing like any kind of toesy woesies or feet or shoes.
I hate that I've gotten into the point where I'm like, I actually really like drawing feet.
I'm only good at drawing. That's why maybe some of my monsters have like cloven hoofs and like weird fucked up monster legs. So it's easier to draw like hooves than actual feet.
Oh man, I used to do that all the time. That's also why I think that's part of the reason why I ended up getting into the point where like I only really draw women, is because drawing heels, like, it's a little bit of a hurdle when you're first learning it, but drawing heeled feet is so easy.
They're like hoofs for people.
Yeah.
No, I feel that. It's just like, God, I was saying, that's when people are like, oh, Rob Liefeld can't draw feet. I'm like, haha, yeah, imagine not being able to draw feet and always hiding them behind stuff. What kind of person does that? If I shove my sketchbook underneath the thing.
Yeah. God. It's so funny because I've gotten this weird awakening of liking feet. I want to draw more things that are like that show off the feet, but then I'm like, but if I do this, I'm opening up a floodgate that I should not open.
It's like the puzzle box horrors. There are just gates that shouldn't be open and paths that shouldn't be crossed on that long and dusty road to degeneracy.
Yeah. Which is also kind of annoying that, like, this is what made me realize that I had a thing for feet. or like an affinity for feet was that I started to realize that a lot of my characters either don't wear shoes or like, you know, go around barefoot as like it's part of their character design, or have like open-toed shoes.
Open-toed feet.
Open-toed feet. God, that sounds horrifying.
I feel that because like, oh god, it's open-toed feet like that fucking commercial with like the little like toenail gun that lifts your nail up, and he's like, you better not get athlete's foot. You remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, that wasn't a regional thing, right? That aired over here.
No, I remember that. Okay.
Yeah, no, I feel like I realized that when like with drawing arms, I'm like, is this a thing you can be into?
It's actually really funny how many fetishes are such very specific body parts.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything in here? Like, I feel like these... Ooh, a pipe bomb.
That's what you need on a
Hello,
space
lovely.
station with... That's what you need on a space station with fucking concentrated oxygen and...
Oh, thank God. We don't have to do those first two parts again.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm gonna use an explosive. We're on a space station. I'm gonna use an explosive. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna blow a massive hole in our fucking hall. Don't mind me. Hey, what you got there, Smoothie?
Smoothie. Your smoothie's ticking. No, it's not.
I got away with that? I got away with that?
I'm shocked you're alive right now.
Me too. I should be dead as fuck right now. Like he was 2 feet in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's coming again.
Oh, I was like, why do I hear this like horrible noise? Is my cord on my headphones grinding against my sketchbook rings?
Yeah, you get the horror sting.
Yeah, it was that kind of like that like string noise, like
God, God. Speaking of behind the scenes stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hold up. Oh, I was supposed to lean back too? You bitch!
Jesus.
God, you have to do so much just to not get seen. What you call it? Behind the scene things that are really cool was seeing the like weird ass pipe instrument that they used to make horror noises.
Oh yeah. It's not the not a thermorin. That's the air thing.
No, I don't know. I don't know if it has like an actual name because it's like this weird like thing bundle of like rebar that's like cobbled together, where they'll like play on it with like a violin bow.
Mm-hmm. That sounds suitably eldritch.
Yeah, it makes such a horrifying sound, and it's so good. Oh, he came through the vent with me.
Oh, we're talking about horror films. I showed my copy of Centipede Horror and Red Spells Red for my birthday. We'll probably do Red Spells Red because Jazz has made it very apparent she has never watched Centipede Horror with us.
Oh man! Every
We will
time
do
you
that with-
describe something, I'm like, wow, that sounds like a bad time. I'm into it.
Yeah. Oh my, I feel so bad. The other night, like we watched movies with my friends in New York, and one of my friends is like this super quiet, great woman.
Oh
But
shit!
she's always like she's very like literary. She's very quiet and bookish. She loves it, that kind of like modern, like kind of like kid friendly, like Brandon Sanderson style fantasy, where it's like that very like it's young adult, but it's adult, but it's very like sanitized.
Yeah.
In a way. We watched Boxer's Omen because of the dice roll. And I forget how much a Boxer Omen is just bad. I remember the end of the movie Reina, but I forget the parts where like the guy just been like the evil sorcerers like eat food, puke it up, feed the person the puke, and they puke it up down the line.
Oh god, yeah.
I was like, I'm so sorry to my friend, because just like it gets worse and worse and worse. And she left before the finale with like the demon lady gets skinned alive and gives birth to 3 grown men.
Shit. Wait, where the hell am I supposed to go? Is this just a hiding hole? Is that all this is? Oh no, wait, there it is. Okay.
Boxer's Omen, I will be showing the Jazz later this next month when the Blu-ray comes in. The official Blu-ray with the extended cut.
Oh, this is just a one path. Shit, I just went backwards. Fuck.
I can't believe this like a hospital is like half our playtime so far.
Yeah, this is... Oh, does it not notice me when I'm in the vent? Please tell me it doesn't notice me if I'm in the vent. Okay, it notices me.
I thought I was gonna crawl in with you like right then and there.
Oh, I would have fucking shit myself. Oh, I wish I could save again because I have the key card. I got the key card in one go.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
But like, now I need to get past this motherfucker. But he's like circling this one spot, and I only have access to the vents right now. Can you go away, please? Like, there's like an entire map you could be exploring.
There's a world out there.
Discover yourself.
Find yourself, Mr. Xenomorph. Maybe one day we'll come back as friends.
Yeah.
Or something more.
Something more. No, not now. Our love cannot be.
You're too mature. You're just a hatchling.
Just go away! Am I supposed to open this door? What's happening here?
Go on, get!
No, Mama, he's my dog. I'll do it. I don't like that sound that just happened.
No.
He's gone. Where the fuck did he go?
You want motion? Yeah. Use that.
We need to get the Xenomorph a name.
Do you have enough people in the stream to do like a simp fan suggestion?
We got one person in the stream.
Okay.
Love you, die. I love you, random citizen.
You're random citizen. I gotta figure out now how to draw curly hair, but not draw kinky hair, but not curly hair, and that's gonna be an issue. His character is like Mediterranean, so I gotta give her that kind of like wavy hair pattern.
Don't come this way. Don't come this way. Don't come this way. Don't come this way.
Uh-oh. He came that way. I wonder. I that fucking like we'll be right back. Freeze frame.
Now you might be wondering how I got here.
I take it back.
I'm just glad we don't have to go through that whole sequence again. Because, God, doing that whole sequence again would be fucking torture! Oh, wait. I think last time I went through the vent. When you do the thing right the first time, you gotta remember exactly what you did.
Oh my god, I hate doing that, especially like over long play sections where like fatigue starts setting in.
Yeah. So I know where the key card is now. Hey, I see the door he went in. Okay, he's in the fence now. Alright, my dude, give me this key card. Okay, so I need to get into this little thing. Hopefully he'll... Nope, he'll do that. Okay, shit. I lived, bitch! Haha! Give me that map. Fuck you. Okay, so he's over there. Unless he starts sprinting this direction, we're good. That's the worst part, is that you can hear his thumping around.
Mm-hmm.
Even like at a distance, so then you just start hearing ba 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 ba, and I'm like, ah!
Death approaches. Dude, recorded an incredibly old video at this point. Oh my god.
I'm in danger.
I gotta use my skills now to draw your little VTuber in with a Ralph Simpson with a Ralph Wiggum proportions.
Please.
Give me a good reference pick and I'll sketch it up after I finish this drawing if you really want it.
Okay, yeah. Give me a minute. I'm gonna try to make
Yeah,
it.
don't worry. No worries. I'm reassembling my air fryer real quick. Why just get ready to draw this curly hair?
Okay. I'm gonna pause and send you that thing real quick because I want to see this. I have to see
Alright.
this.
Alright. This might take a second, but I'll get it done.
Okay, that's fine. The wait is worth it.
Oh, I forgot I sent you the picture of the neck guy already. Oh my god, I closed the screen. First thing I see
Like I don't want to
is-
look at that.
is pouch.
God, he's so fucking ugly. I hate him. Boop.
There we go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do this.
Also, this
Right
fucking
now.
alien just like dropped in and then went back into the vents.
Mm-hmm.
Like he dropped from the vents, then came out the vents.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you know what? I want to be in the vents,
Mm-hmm.
even though I just came out the vents. The vents are actually kind of
Okay.
nice. Yeah, save game. We don't have to do that again. Woo!
Let's see if I can do this.
I'm
For a
really,
second, the corner.
I'm really glad that this doesn't have Resident Evil saves.
Oh yeah, where it's limited, or
Yeah.
Silent Hills where it like changes the ending.
Damn you, Coleman! You knew that thing was here!
Now that's unfair. I thought it might be there. There's a difference. Now the passcode.
1702, okay? Now let's get down to the dispensary.
Yeah, you bitch.
Of course.
We're going to the weed dispensary.
Sorry for
Fuck yeah, finally.
to step into the other room to punch the code in and prime the elevator. Then we could use the key card to take the elevator down.
Okay. Now, which direction on the map is that?
Down. There's no down on the map.
Come in. Come in. Come in, don't leave me! Alright, find you, bitch.
It's alright.
I will find you. And when I do, oh, there's a bullet in your head.
It's weird trying to like have adapt the Simpsons art style because I never drawn this way before.
That's always before I like got used to drawing my own style,
Mm-hmm.
and much like I'm still trying to figure out my style, honestly. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
because I could just end up defaulting to like a generic anime kind of style sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But like I used
Mhm.
to be very good, or at least I used to think I was very good. I haven't looked at my old art in a while, so. But I used to feel like I was very good at doing different anime art styles or like different art
Mhm.
styles pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
But nowadays, this shit's hard.
Yeah, like, I really do admire people who can like be kind of like chameleons, both in writing and in drawing.
Yeah. I'm jealous of people who who see like an art style for something and can copy that art style like to a
Mhm.
fucking T. Like to the
Mhm.
point where it looks like the original creators did it. Like that shit's cool.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Where the hell am I going?
Let me bring that in. I think this is like, it's better. It's a good start. Let's see. You have a very complicated outfit compared to Ralph Wiggum. I will say that.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't make it easy on myself. Or anybody.
No. Did you draw this one too? With
Yeah.
color in?
Oh yeah.
It's really nice.
Every art that exists of me is done by me.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about me, baby. Wait, did the alien leave? Can I? Yo, Komen, where the fucker did you go? Oh, there you are. You know the alien was in there like 2 seconds ago, right?
I'll collect my things and we can leave.
You're gonna die, aren't you?
He's either gonna die or be the main villain. Also, just because he's British and he has a C in his name, and the first android alien was... Oh. Never mind.
Yeah,
Did you just waste your entire time by doing this then?
pretty much. I just gotta get to the elevator now, which like shouldn't be hard. It's like a straight shot. I say as I get fucking jumped.
I can't even give you your neck rings because Rob Wickham has no neck.
I have to do that too. Like, whenever I do the chibi art style, literally
Yeah.
the neck rings go down by half, and if I do it even like a different, like chibi style, like I can't do the neck rings at all.
Oh my! Are you wearing a skirt or are they chaps?
No, they're Hakama.
Oh, they're Hakama. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense actually. But I just wanted to make sure because it doesn't go below the feet, so I just wanted to.
Yeah.
wanted to
Yeah,
draw
I
that
should
real
have
quick.
just sent my like actual model that I'm using right now. Which
Yeah. Oh no worry.
I need
think
to
we're-
fucking recolor and like get, because Kay is the one who rigged this model for me.
Mm-hmm.
I need to like recolor this model to like be more in line to what the design is now. Because it's changed in some slight ways.
Gotcha.
I also just need to recolor because I finally have like an actual style down for how I color things,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like to get my VTuber model to match that.
Yeah, it's still a fair style because like in my two main like ways of drawing, like one style is like modern day, so it's fairly like it can be a lot of things. But the other one's like in like a pseudo 1920s. It's like very like beige color wise.
Yeah, friggin'. It's weird. It's weird when you start getting into digital art because like you literally have every color you could ever want.
Mhm.
But like sometimes I feel like I'm more limited in my color picking than I was when I didn't have that option. What the hell is this? A stun baton.
Hell yeah!
Finally, I can beat Kyle Katarn.
I wonder if this means you can knock out the average Joes now because they're robots.
I don't know. Does the stun baton? The stun baton? Does it kind of looks like you have? How did I pull up my radio menu? Oh, there it is. Okay. Is it a? I gotta fucking look at the controls. We're past the point of the game where it gives you tutorials, so I'm like, I don't remember what the controls are. Control scheming. Okay. Blah blah blah. Open radial menu. Race tracker. Fire. Melee. Aim. Open journal. Weapon swap. Oh, that's the button I was looking for. Yeah, revolvers. Ah, okay. I hope this isn't like a it needs ammo type of thing.
I hope it doesn't use your batteries.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Oh, charge pack. Yeah, I think the stun baton it needs ammo. God, it's like Destiny swords. My swords run out of ammo.
I think back to Max Brooks's zombie survival guide from like whatever 2007,
Yeah,
where it's like swords don't need to reload. Like, you ever played Destiny?
right. You've clearly never played Destiny.
Person from 2007.
Okay, I need another coolant thing. Boop. Boop. Okay, so I guess I'm supposed to go find the next coolant thing? I wonder if I could stun the alien now. I doubt it, but
This is one of those you whack it, you see just no on the screen that murders you.
all of that for a drop of blood.
Hey, do you bleed? Hit him, doesn't bleed.
Right? It's like, oh, this is awkward.
So, see any good shows on the HoloTube? He just murders you.
What about the Mets?
The new New York Mets.
There we go.
Okay, there's that.
I have no idea what this does, but
I give you patience for like drawing like I don't know what you call them, like the weird like rope belts with a big bow on the back. You see a lot of Temple Guardians have.
Yeah, I fucking love that thing. That's another reason why I need to do a character reference sheet, because like that's a part of the design, but like because of the way the VTuber model is, you never get to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I need people to know that it exists.
And you do the thing where it's like, wait, which the pat you get to choose which part of the belt is the white and which one's the red pattern.
Yeah. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, now I want to make one of those like those character sheets that they use for anime productions, where like they have it like at every angle, like what this character looks like from the back, the sides, the front, the fucking weird angle from below. I want to do one of those character sheets.
Is your character barefooted or they wear like heels?
They have shoes. I gotta fucking let me actually send you my cricket one that I know has like the full character design in it.
Okay. I'm almost done with this. I'm just on the feet.
Yeah. Now I got ninja shoes on.
Oh, you like tabby?
Essentially. Here's a good one.
I know all these terms because of Soul Calibur and Soul Calibur alone.
Yeah, but this is what I never got around to finishing this one, but like it has the full character design in it.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, I should have sent that at first.
I definitely drew those as like flared Hakama. Those are tucked in.
Shoop. No, whoops. Wait a minute.
That'll work. You have exposed toes, because of course you do.
Because, yeah. Air purification vents active. Okay.
Samuels, there's a Dr. Lingard, senior medical officer. Should be able to find out where they're keeping everything in her office.
Good luck, Ripley. Hurry if you can.
I'm trying, mate, but shit's spooky.
It's been a couple detours.
Yeah. It's been getting a little too real in here.
I wish someone else down here to help take the heat, if you know what I mean.
Oh, it's not allowing me to save right now.
Uh-oh. It must be it's nearby.
Yeah. That, or this is one of those ones where it's like, you had your chance to save. If you didn't save, fuck you.
Mm-hmm. Turn the light on. Oh, that's really bright.
Fuck your eyeballs.
Yeah, I have to adjust for a second, but this is a little rough, but it's a meme photo, so
Oh, let's see,
I'm
let's
not
see,
drawing all your tails.
That's
You're
fine.
going tailless for the sake of the joke.
That's fine. Even I don't draw all my tails.
Yeah, this is my rough. That's a picture of me. Yes, it's a rough go.
Yeah.
It's cued, according to my thing. There we go.
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Is it alright if I share this on stream?
Yeah, go for it.
What up? I have to like
darkness. That was so bright.
I have to like add it as a fucking source on here. Hey, that's not what my alert box looks like, you bitch. Image. Add source. No, add new source. Yeah. Fucking boop. Boop. Oh, it's so big on stream. Why is it taking up the whole screen?
Oh, I can't see because I'm just watching your actual like your actual screen.
Yeah, you gotta go to the fucking Twitch. Like you could, it just slowly gets in. Why did it open so big?
What's your Twitch?
Let me. I fucking love this thing. It's so good.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
You can actually see it on stream. It's just I get censored. I'm in danger.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's the mood. That's the thumbnail for the VOD.
I'm just gonna have this in the corner.
Do it. Okay, now I get the whole screen so I can see you like your little V2 model while we chat.
Yeah. I'm just gonna have him right here. Right next to me.
You and your son.
Me and my son.
Is this your Neko arc?
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. This is very silly. Where the fuck am I? What is that sound? Please tell me it is not in the vent with me.
I'm going back. That wasn't moving on your end, so here we go.
Okay.
These are very spacious vents, though, on this fucking death ship.
Yeah. Oh shit. I know it's around. Because I could hear it thumping around. Where is it? Where are you, you son of a bitch?
It's gonna jump scare now.
That's what I'm worried about too. Okay. Hello? No? Okay. Ooh, I love that blue lighting over there though. Is that a laptop? Is that a computer? You got any games?
Wow, even in space you can run Doom.
Right? Okay. Now you want to show up, you bitch.
He ruined the bit.
Friggin'. How do you eat as an alien when you have a tiny mouth inside your mouth?
You know, this is just me basing off my fucking like NECA action figure I had for a while. They don't have a throat hole, so I don't know where they eat. Maybe they don't. Maybe they're like bees, like those animals. Like, don't like bees like not have to eat and they just die and serve the queen?
I don't know. I don't actually know. So wait, then what the fuck is honey for?
I think honey feeds the queen. I may be just talking on my ass. So I think it's some kind of animal that like the soldier caste doesn't eat food. They're just born as drones to fight and die. Maybe it's some kind of ant.
It could be an ant. And that sounds like a very ant thing to do.
Yeah.
Do-do-do. Climbing up the ladder. Climbing up the ladder.
Ant core. Speaking of, my friend was like, one of my friends was like, "You see the trailer for Ant-Man 3?" And I'm like, "I did." That's all we talked about because I couldn't.
There's an Ant-Man 3?
Yep, it's called Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. They're going time traveling to the multiverse to fight Kang the Conqueror and the Anarchonauts. I believe are in this. I don't know if they are or not, but they look like they are. They're like Kang's like time traveling like assassins.
Wait, the first movie we get to see Kang the Conqueror in is gonna be fucking Ant-Man?
That's my fucking mood too. Trust me.
I hate that. I hate
People
that.
speculate it was supposed to be a Fantastic Four film because of the exact same kind of cast dynamic.
Yeah. I thought the next time we were gonna see Kang was in the next Loki movie, or the next Loki centered thing.
Nope. And technically, technically the Kang Loki is Immortus. He's Kang from the future.
Oh.
Kang is awful right now. There's a whole. If you want to borrow, I have a copy of Avengers Forever, where it's basically Kang dealing with himself from the future and himself from the past in the second Kang War, where Kang explains his backstory of one very long, confusing issue, where Kang doesn't know he's the real Kang anymore because there's so many time paradoxes and alternate Kangs he's murdered.
Yeah.
He's a very confusing character that I'm shocked they're bringing to the screen.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta let Opal out of my room. She's getting antsy. Go on. Get out of here. You're free. Go. There you go. Alright, cool. What a while. Alright, anyways, you were saying?
Oh, yeah, Kang's a very confusing character. I'm shocked they've been attempting to bring him to the big screen.
Yeah. I was honestly kind of surprised they haven't announced Loki season 2, like when that's gonna be coming.
I feel the Disney Plus shows they hold pretty close to their chest and announce like the closer to release date. At least that's what it seemed like this year so far with all this stuff going on.
Yeah. It sucks too because like as again, this is one of those things where they're just like drowning us in fucking content and I wish they would like slow down. But the thing that sucks about them drowning us in content is that there's some genuinely good stuff in there, but like we have to sit through all of the other mediocre shit to get to it.
Yeah, that's what I felt like with like I was really excited for Moon Knight, and then Moon Knight was like this weird magical show. I'm like, I like it better when he's just a crazy person.
Yeah, I really liked the first like couple of episodes of Moon Knight, but like after that it was fine. Like it wasn't terrible or anything, but like it was fine. Could have been better.
Yeah, like even like Werewolf by Night, I'm like, this is fun enough, but like I just kind of wish someone else had some of these movies. We actually get like a real horror movie out of Marvel, not like a MCU horror film.
Yeah, I really was really what you call it? I think what killed Moon Knight for me was when they didn't show the fucking Jackal fight in the first episode.
Yeah, that costs money. We can't show that.
Yeah. I was like, that would have been so cool. We got like we get to see Moon Knight in action, and then they were like, nope.
And I've always liked the Moon Knight stories where it's like ambiguous if the gods are real or not. The fact that like Khonshu and the rest are like, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but are like real kind of kills the mystery
I think
for me.
that's how they pronounce it in the show, so like I'm not gonna correct you on it.
Yeah, it's really cool if you ever read Jeff Lemire's Moon Knight run. It's cool because like Khonshu and that almost like photorealistic compared to the more stylized art. It's like a realistic like bird skull floating in the void. And It's frightening.
Death certificate. Foster C. Cause of death. Classified.
Xenomorph.
Cause of death. Not being alive.
Yeah, like even this year, like the MCU stuff, it's like, oh,
cutscene.
it's gonna be a guard. Oh,
Senior medical officer Sevastopol Station. I want to.
For a second there, I thought that was like an actual person.
yeah, that was like FMV cutscene.
Ah, man, when are we gonna get games with FMV cutscenes again? Like,
mean,
actual like big budget games with FMV cutscenes. Like I know we get like indie games that do it all the time for stylization and budget.
I feel at this point FMV's become like so like maligned. It'll probably never happen again.
Yeah.
Especially now that gaming can actually like approach realistic people and storytelling.
You know what would be a good use of it? You know how in WALL-E, the like every time they showed the past humans, it was like real ass actors.
Yeah.
I think something like that would work really well. Where like like little specific messages were like real life actors.
Yeah, I think that kind of work like mixed media works really well in a horror context to show when things don't belong.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what it was. Like I don't know if it was a good comic or not. But there's just one artist who does like this really disturbing like collage like art style, and he did some Silent Hill comics back in the day, and they look really creepy because they're all like mismatched and stuff. Oh yeah, but the Marvel stuff, like even this year we're getting like Guardians of the Galaxy, like getting Baby Groot in a Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. I'm just like, this is just so much.
That sounds awful. I don't want that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I like Guardians of the Galaxy a lot when I first saw it. I'm just kind of like sick of them being overexposed in the movies and stuff now.
Yeah, it's again a thing. I love that him just walking by the door just opens the door.
I mean, I guess it's a motion sensor.
Yeah, but what you call it? It's really funny. Like this goes for both Iron Man as well. But like when Marvel started making movies and stuff, and they got.
Where did he come from?
I don't know why I thought that was gonna work.
I looked down to finish your shoelace and you're just dead.
I went to walk out the door because you know he had like walked by a couple times. I was all like, all right, I should be good to go now. And then I went to walk out and he just showed up. He was like, yeah, you're not good to go now. But what you call it? When they started making movies, it was like really cool to have them start making movies about these characters that nobody fucking cared about. Like it's crazy to think about that. Before Robert Downey Jr. was Iron Man, nobody gave two fucking shits about Iron Man.
Yeah,
wait, what the hell?
Iron Man was a C-lister at most back when we were kids, like little kids.
What the hell? What the hell are you doing here? Why are you here? You weren't here before.
He's like clipping into you a little bit too now.
Yeah. He killed me at a spot where like his model was just clipping through shit.
They're like, But no, it's true. Like, no one gave a shit. Guardians of the Galaxy was like, back when Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was kind of, people were like, who is this Rocket Raccoon? Why is he in this game instead of them? Now
Oh
everyone's like,
yeah,
my
everybody
God.
used to hate Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah. And now he's like the most popular fucking thing in the universe. It's just so weird. And people like now act like one of my friends was like, dude, Marvel's getting like long now. Like they're doing like deep cuts like Namor now. I'm like, we sat through 3 Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Namor was a bigger name than them back when we were kids.
Yeah, like again, most people didn't even know the Guardians existed.
Yeah. Just because Fantastic Four movies weren't good doesn't mean those characters are less important now. Because a lot of my friends are like, Fantastic Four is like they're really obscure. No one knows about them. Like Doctor Doom's like one of the biggest supervillains in like nerddom. Inspired one of the greatest like underground rappers of the '90s. They're a big comic book.
Yeah. That's the weird thing where like because Marvel started making movies about like obscure characters now and they're really like pushing them because you know they gotta make money.
Yeah.
It like a lot of like characters that used to be the mainstream like the Fantastic Four. People have like most people who aren't into comics have just kind of forgotten they existed.
Yeah. And like Fantastic Four are probably some of my favorite Marvel things. They're just so like Silver Age and pulpy.
Yeah.
And they just don't translate well to the big screen.
They don't translate well to the big screen, especially if you're not gonna be campy about it.
Yeah, they have to give it like an Incredibles like tone, honestly.
Yeah.
Which they aren't going to do because the MCU is so like irony poisoned at this point.
Oh my god. Fucking the one thing I don't like the humor of Marvel movies nowadays. Like I think it had its charm at some point, but it you know, it's lost it now that every character does it.
Yeah.
But the one thing I would fucking change about how Marvel movies are made is like quit keeping everything so fucking secretive. Just like don't tell the actors what the fuck they're supposed to be doing. Jesus Christ.
Oh god, the Xenomorph's using live ammo.
Yeah. He's not fucking around anymore.
He goes around the corner.
Oh,
with
he's
the,
on the other
rocket
side.
He goes on the corner with a pulse launcher.
Is he gonna walk through that? Is he about to be a fucking badass?
Like the fucking Terminator.
Yeah. Oh!
There's a distraction going
He ran all the way around. He was all like, I got your number, bitch.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's so funny. I'm not even mad about that one. I was all like, oh, is he just gonna leave now and I can go about my day? And he's like, nope. I see you on the other side of this firewall. You thought you were done with me?
Oh, like going back to the Reddit, the Marvel thing. I saw someone on Reddit who was like being really weird and anal. That was like, I want to include the Sony Spider-Man films in my Marvel lineup on my shelf for the Blu-rays, but I don't want to disgrace the sacred timeline with Morbius. But I know it's going to be important later on because of the multiverse. What should I do? And everyone was like, dude, you're overthinking this.
You're way overthinking this.
I do think that now the multiverse thing means like certain kinds of nerds think everything now will be canon one day and it'd be important for later Marvel films, and it's very annoying. It's kind of like weird commoditization of storytelling, but it's more about plot points and Easter eggs and not about actual like theme and characters.
Yeah, I think that's one of the main downsides to like the Marvel Cinematic Universe getting so big, and like with Marvel and Disney being so anal about what the stories they tell with it, is that you don't, and like I get that you want to like keep your timeline make sense and like integral or whatever, but like I think there's a certain charm. This goes back to a conversation we had forever ago, where I feel like media needs a certain level of bad to be good.
Yes, mediocrity like serves nobody in my opinion.
Yeah, and like I think if you like got into some weird fuckiness where like you try to tell a story, then you get into like, because they're trying to like avoid the whole internet bro criticisms of like, oh, what about this plot hole and blah 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 blah, and you know that type of criticism.
I just think back to the fucking episode of Simpsons with Itchy and Scratchy and Poochie, the magic xylophone, where it's like, in episode 25 OF Itchy and Scratchy, Itchy is playing Scratchy's xylophone like ribcage like a xylophone, and he plays the same note twice, two different notes from the same rib. Boy, I hope someone got fired for that blunder.
Yeah, like I feel like Disney, especially with the fucking Star Wars movies,
Yeah.
like are taking internet criticism like way too seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And so they just end up creating like these weird mess where like the Disney live action remakes.
Yeah, where like half them exist to address criticisms that don't really exist for the films.
Yeah, or like criticisms that that can be a criticism. It doesn't fucking matter.
Mm-hmm. Or like Pinocchio, the new Pinocchio movie, has the it's root beer because they can't show drinking or anything bad anymore.
Yeah. And like that just takes a lot of the fun out of it. Takes a lot.
Yeah,
of the
which
fun.
is it's all very self-conscious. That's why again me and my dad got in a fight over this because like this might be a really hot take right now, but I like The Last Jedi. I was like, this is probably like the best Star Wars film since.
Oh, I
Empire
love
Strikes
The Last
Back.
Jedi.
Yeah, then come out of the theater and everyone in the universe is fucking angry, and I can't talk about it at work or amongst friends without being torn apart.
Yeah, I cannot tell you how much it pains me to be like, man, Rian Johnson really fucked that movie up. I'm like, no, like, yeah, that movie has problems. It is not perfect by any means, but like, it actually tried to do something different.
Yeah, and then like I saw episode 9, my dad's like, glad they brought it right back again. That annoying Vietnamese girl's gone, all the stupid soap opera stuff's gone back to doing Star Wars again.
I was so like, I did not like Rose in Last Jedi, but I was so excited to see what they were gonna do for her.
Yeah, and then they're like, you ever see the edit where it's like the end credits of Star Wars and it just says directed by Reddit?
Yeah.
And that was The Last Jedi. That was what was it called?
Forget
Rise of
the Rise of Skywalker. Yeah. It really was, honestly.
Yeah.
Like one of the most insulting, not the most insulting, but one of the many insulting things about that movie is when they're like, "Hey Rose, you want to come on this adventure with us?" And she's like, "Nah."
Yeah.
I don't have a reason,
Nah.
just nah.
Nah. The Reddit says no, so I can't go.
Yeah. People don't like
I
Asian
feel-
women, so
Yeah. They wish I was more like the ones from their animes. That's the only one that exists, the people on Reddit.
yeah. God.
and that's
Speaking
kind of
speaking of Orientalism, it's such a weird thing to be like when you. Oh God, how do I fucking explain this without like making myself sound terrible? But I'm very attracted to Asian women. But like it's one of those things where like I'm very conscious of the fact that like Asian women are often very sexualized.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes it's kind of weird to like think about that sometimes.
Yeah, it's that thing where like, you have to really like. It's hard. I don't have any real like preferences in terms of dating, like in terms of that.
Yeah.
You have to explain why, but it doesn't make you come off as like either A, fetishizing or B, racist.
Yeah. Oh God.
It's like how I had a girlfriend in college who was like, "You have such beautiful skin, but I can't compliment you because I'm like a white supremacist." I'm like, you can word it in a way that doesn't sound that way then.
That's definitely the problem because like I definitely look at my like timeline and stuff and like because I follow a lot of like sex workers and stuff like that, and this is kind of one of the things that made me conscious of the fact that I have an attraction to like a lot of Asian women. Like I definitely have attraction to people of other races and stuff, but I've noticed that I'm constantly like, wow, that lady's hot and she happens to be Asian. And I noticed that pattern, and so sometimes I go through my timeline and I'm noticing like I'm following a lot of Asian sex workers. I'm like, is this problematic?
I feel that's a question you'll get like a million different answers for. You ask me versus asking Eli versus asking someone else.
Exactly.
I think it's how you go about it. It's okay to have preferences, just don't be like the submissive woman.
Yeah.
Far
Like
East.
like oh like. Like or like do the thing where like, oh, you're not Asian, fucking you're not hot, you're fucking gross.
Don't go full like 4chan 3D pig disgusting on like a person of ethnicity.
Yeah. Yeah, God. Being socially conscious is good, people.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell?
Well, it's like my family sometimes is like, and we know you have fetishes. Like, no, I don't. Just kind of talking to someone you're not attracted to doesn't make it a fetish.
Stop saying it's a fetish.
Yeah, like you draw like one like this. Like, I also draw a woman like that. It's like the joke I have a jazz where like mom's like, "Damon, you like breasts." My mom does that. I'm like, I don't draw those because I'm bad at drawing them. Why do you think this? She's like, you drew them all the time in high school. I'm like, because I based it off anime. And every anime show in high school is like Orihime from Bleach or like Love Hina. They all
had some pretty big baps.
I'm a product of my environment.
Yeah, friggin', oh god. I am not, like, it's really funny because I'm not embarrassed if my parents know the things I'm into.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, they're not gonna do anything about it. Like, they're not gonna do anything weird about it. Because, like, I'm also, like, somebody who's never dated or anything or really showed any interest in dating or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So my parents don't try to, like, play matchmaker with me. So I can very easily, like, comfortably be like, hey, I'm into this and that, and not have to worry about them trying to set me up with somebody with those things.
Mm-hmm. Oh, see, my family does the thing where they don't matchmake for me; they matchmake for them, like who would make the best grandchildren and who they want to see me date.
God, that's
and then they shame me for what I'm into.
That's such a weird dichotomy.
Incessantly. That's why I'm showing argument with my parents, because my mom just consistently, like, pulls that on me.
Yeah, that's so weird. But yeah, what you call it? I was talking. We were watching. My mom was watching Ink Master, and it was funny because they're doing like the interview part of the thing, or like the part where the contestants like talk to the camera and tell them a little bit of the backstory or whatever. And I find it really funny because they were all giving like these really like heartful like stories of why they got into art and like how it saved them in their life. And me, I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, I got into art because I like drawing boobs.
Yeah. I got into art because I saw a weekly and Star was like, I can do that on paper? Literally, the first thing I ever drew as a kid was not a weekly, a grand, like one of the three-eyed fuckers from the cantina.
Yeah.
God, like we were at a restaurant with my grandparents recently, and like there's a I was like, isn't that waitress cute? I'm like looking at the other waitress. And like not in like a way. Obviously, I love jazz dearly. I'm not doing anything weird. I just look at people.
Yeah.
And like but there was a waitress at the
Sometimes
restaurant.
you just people watch. It just happens.
Yeah. Like I was more attracted aesthetically, like, oh, I would draw this person, to like the Asian waitress in high heels with the gothic makeup and the gauges and the lip piercing over the all-American girl with the brown hair and the nothing fun about her. Oh, hello. What are your thoughts on this?
You were in, right? What's your favorite type of woman?
What's your thoughts on sex work?
Oh, so you're anti-sex work. Good thing you're the villain.
Block and ratio.
Right? Oh, right, I saved. I didn't even remember saving. Oh, okay, so I have to explore the medical ward to get the key card. I think I have to go back to like where I was before.
Gotta go back.
Gotta go back.
Okay, I think I've done enough of this character. I've been just like idly shading this character's genes, and like I gotta make their bio 3 dimensions.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for like another until I die again, and then we're gonna end it there.
Sounds good to me. I'm surprised you're still going.
Yeah, we got caught up in like the talking, so like.
Yeah.
This is why I really like having you on stream, because like the talking really gives me energy to just like go forever.
Oh, thank you.
Where the hell is he? Oh, I didn't know I had a lean feature.
Oh, I thought the game was freaking out.
Yeah, no.
I think I clip into something.
Can I clip into the wall? Can I no clip this shit?
No.
Also, I picked up a blueprint for a Molotov. How do I get downstairs again? How did I get up here in the first place? Oh, I dropped from a vent, so
I think all this too goes back to our talk of like, how do you do certain scenes on making conflict like you're jacking off to it?
Yeah.
We're like, cause this actually ties everything together tonight. Cause I was talking about like Goosebumps, and that Wii book definitely gives me like a lot of I think got me into like body horror movies stuff as a kid.
Yeah.
Like I fucking adore like Cronenberg films, a lot of Japanese horror films like Tetsuo the Iron Man's fucking great, even though it feels like a nightmare in human flesh.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, there's like, so when you do like body horror in stories, especially when you do it to a woman, I feel you have to be really careful to make it feel sexualized and weird.
Oh my god, yeah. This is one of those. This is also one of those things where like I really, really don't like it whenever, like, not that rape can't be a part of a story, and you can do it tastefully. But I don't like whenever they show rape on screen because it always feels very sexualized.
It can always be filmed very like male gazy.
Exactly. Like the reason why it goes back to Sword Art from forever ago, but this is why Sword Art fucking sucks. You know how many times Sword Art uses sexual assault as a plot point, and then they show it on screen, and it's very like, eh.
I suppose you can go right to Goblin Slayer, which starts with that and becomes just a generic harem anime after that.
Yeah, that's the funniest thing about Goblin Slayer is that like if you can get past that first episode, I'm sure there's something to enjoy there. But like, God, that fucking first episode is, ugh. Oh man, it's a bit heavy.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, and the rest of the series isn't this? No, then why'd you do it?
It's gratuitous because like because of like the fact that like also Goblin Slayer is a very well animated show. Like when you get that, it looks like that scene looks like it came from like a high budget hentai. And like I've watched some hentai with rape as a plot point, and I like those hentais. And then like I see that, and I'm like, no, oh no.
Yeah, or like, yeah, like that's the really big one. I don't touch sexual with a 10-foot pole in my writing or drawing. Cause holy crap. But like, yeah, just like you have to be really careful with like stuff, like, especially women's bodies because they're so sexual already in the horror sphere. I was thinking about that with Terrifier. The Terrifier movies, I'm sure they're probably good movies, but there's 2 deaths in both that just set me off as like kind of weird because they both involve women. They're both the most graphic deaths in the film by and far. Where in the first film, a woman is like sawed from crotch to head with a hacksaw.
Yeah.
And the other one, a woman is like, her eye is sliced with she's like mutilated. I'm not going to describe it. She's like mutilated on camera for like a lengthy scene and tortured by the clown. Jesus. And it just feels really weird that both films, it focuses on the woman's body being mutilated. And men get like graphic deaths, but not that level of intensity.
Yeah.
And it feels a little too like guro for my taste.
Yeah, that's not the way I was about to say that makes it sound like I have like weird mutilation in anything I do, but but the weird problem that I sometimes have is because I literally 99% of the characters I make are women.
Same.
Or like some sort of feminine presenting character. So, and because I like doing like action stuff and stuff like that, I'm like sometimes I want to do a scene and like I'm not sure if this will come off as a little weird or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I feel that vibe where, like, I'm like, oh, because the girl, the scene, like, I'm just saying random crap, like, an army book has different connotations.
Yeah. Where the fuck is this ladder at? Oh, God, I almost ran myself into death again. Like, how the hell do I get out of here?
I can't see the map. I didn't see the map, or else I was hacking.
Yeah, no.
Where'd you come in?
I dropped from this vent right here. Unless there's,
climb back.
like, like, another drop ladder, like, I can activate or something. But like, I've been walking around in circles so much that I'm not even worried about the fucking alien. Although he's like right there. Where the fuck? Yeah, because like I have to get out of here because I have to go look those other rooms for the other car key. Oh wait, is it right here? No, wait, this is where I was in before.
I'm going through these actually artistic struggles though with like fight scenes are cool, but this comes off as like fetishy if you're not. To be fair, most of my villains are male presenting, which is its own interesting thing to psychologically analyze down the road at a therapist.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're women fighting each other very often, but
yeah, I think the hard part, like, because you could definitely do, and like this is one thing I definitely struggle with because, like I said, I got into art because I was a horny teenager. So I used to do one of my absolute favorite things, and I still kind of enjoy it a bit. Was you know how in gacha games they have battle damage versions, and they're like the horniest things in the world.
Yes.
I used to do that all the time. And so sometimes when I'm drawing things and I want to do something like that, I'm like I have to like make sure I don't like kind of fall back into that. Because then I'm just like fetishizing the woman again with like her beating up and stuff, and like that comes off as a little weird.
Yeah.
And like I think you could definitely like do that stuff every now and again, but like when you're trying to like tell a story, it is a little like distracting.
Yeah, and in my writing too, like I'm not really into it because I read and watch a lot of writers who do use like BDSM in the work, like Clive Barker, David Cronenberg, Jess Franco. There's a lot of like BDSM adjacent stuff in my horror writing.
Yeah.
And that's how you had to kind of figure out how to portray like smartly.
Oh yeah. And I definitely think that like this actually goes back to Don Manchi, freaking how to pick up or is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon?
Mm-hmm.
Where like that's one of those shows. Again, this is one of those things where it's like it's weird that this show is as good as it is, because it's a show that like somehow manages to be very horny without it being like tonally dissonant.
Mm-hmm. That's good. I always hate when shows, especially like it's obviously more common in anime because a lot of Western animation is aimed towards kids, or it's like adult stuff is drawn so unappealing you can't really find it horny.
Yeah.
But like when they just cut off a serious plot to have like fan service, that's why like, I'm sure her doesn't get this way. But when I try to watch Jujutsu Kaisen, the first episode, a girl like being groped by a monster, I'm like, if it's all this, I don't want to watch it.
Yeah, I think that's why I couldn't get into Fire Force.
Oh my god, Fire Force, like...
Fire Force is pretty bad about that.
They got real bad real fast. And then it peaked with that one scene where you had the child character narrate about Buddhism on the manga.
Oh my god, yeah. What a wild
like,
show.
bro,
I actually want to go and watch Fire Force just to see like how bad... It's one of those curiosity kind of things where... And like I'm also very curious just in the fact that like it's connected to the Soul Eater world, and I want to know why.
I accidentally ruined that anime for Eli because I told Eli, this is like one of the standard shonen plots where like person joins an organization but they're probably the real bad guys. I described the plot tropes like really well. And he was like, "Oh, you're right."
Yeah. That's actually the funniest thing about like anime is like when you start watching the genre, you start to pick up on those clues, and then this is the reason why I became like I'm more of a fan of how it happens and not of what it happens, is because I watch so much romance anime that you can that to the point where like, oop, I didn't mean to do that. You could predict everything that's gonna happen, but sometimes the way it's presented, it's very different from like the show you watched before, or like it's very creative or funny or something like that.
As someone watches like tokusatsu shows like Super Sentai and Kamen Rider, I totally feel that. Even like older books like Pulp Adventures and horror, like there's very similar tropes that pop up again and again, but it's how they handle like, this Red Ranger is the leader again, but here's how they differ it from like Red Rangers in other seasons in Sentai, for example.
Yeah. Where the
Him and Jazz is like they're all just like people in colorful suits to me. Like, well, if you understand the subtext.
Yeah. It's
I
just
get that.
too. You have to be of a certain IQ to understand Jazz.
Even like with films, like my family's like, another slasher movie, they're all the same movie. I'm like, well, no, there's different ways they handle it in terms of atmosphere, camera work, characters, a whole bunch of different things in the same tropes.
Yeah.
That's what you're having him go back to Marvel, where like, it feels after a while every character is the same kind of Iron Man like character in different paint jobs. To the point where I don't know how Deadpool is going to stand out as the funny one when they're all the funny third, fourth wall breaking ones.
Yeah, I am both optimistic and scared of the new Deadpool movie.
Yeah. Like, I thought Deadpool 2 was really good. Some of my friends here called it, and I quote, effing gay because it focused on emotions, but I thought it was really good because it was that.
It was also that, but also it was kind of gay at times, but like in the greatest way possible.
I like Kylie and Deadpool being like pansexual. It's fun.
Oh yeah, Ryan Reynolds. God bless Ryan Reynolds. Like, I'm not the biggest Ryan Reynolds fan because he plays Ryan Reynolds in whatever role he does.
Yeah.
But God, is he perfect as Deadpool?
I feel at this point all the big actors kind of do that though. Like all the big blockbuster actors.
Yeah, there's just some actors that like gotten big to the point where like they can just be themselves and not.
Yeah. Like The Rock isn't really playing Black Adam at all. He's playing The Rock in his DC fanfiction.
Yeah, he does. The Rock has one character, and it's The Rock. And I love The Rock, but, like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Seriously, where the fuck am I going?
I don't know. We're having a good time vibing as you walk. It's just gone.
Like, there's this keypad here. I'm missing the fucking key card that's somewhere around here. Because I need the key card to open this door. I've already flushed out the vent. What the fuck am I supposed to be going?
Do you want to look up a guide?
Yes, please, because...
Here, hold on, let me just close my thing up, and then we'll... do you know what this area is called?
It's called the San Cristobal Medical Facility.
Okay.
Because, like, I've gotten so good at passively avoiding the fucking alien.
Okay. I found game facts as to how to get out of San Cristobal Medical Reception.
I'm so
Once
glad
the
other
guy-
people have fucking got stuck. uh,
As soon as you wake up, there's a ladder directly in front of you. That's your escape.
what? As
Did
soon
you
as
get knocked
wake-
out?
Wait, are you? I think that's the beginning of the game.
It says once the alien gets blown up in front of me, once reaching the facility, I blink out and awaken, having escaped from the room. Everything is on fire, and there's a room way in the back of the map, but no way out through it. This is a tape recorder, something else I pick up, but there's no exit route.
No.
Oh, this is like the places. As soon as I run out of breath, I run out of breath after my health runs out. That's not
Yeah,
where
no,
we're at yet.
that's a different area. I think that's
It
later
says
on
that-
in the game.
Yeah. It says San Cristobal. Hold on.
Yeah.
It's hard now because like all the wikis have been like mutilated by fandom, so they're annoying as shit to read.
Yeah, sir, look for how to get the trauma kit.
Oh, that's why there's a mission 15 that has like. Okay,
Yeah.
let's do that. Alien isolation trauma kit. Mission 6. Thank you.
Yeah, that's.
It was on mission.
Oh,
okay.
He went into the thing again. Which
Okay,
I assume
so
that means we're.
you got the
making
stun
progress.
baton. I'm trying to find this.
Yeah, we got the stun baton. We're past that.
Okay. You got the key card?
No, that's where we need to get. We need to get the key card.
Okay, after the cutscene, leave the room and turn left. Make your way to the staff gallery. When you reach the area, enter the door marked hygiene area. Follow the corridor and go right into the staff quarters. Turn left and proceed to the facility administration, which will be on the left-hand side. Attempt to use the door in here to find it locked. Balls.
Staff quarters.
That's what it says in the thing.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so go to the staff quarters. Oh wait.
Have you
Staff
found-
quarters.
You investigated Lingard's officer?
Yeah, we already did the Lingard office cutscene.
Okay. Okay. So if you want to find the key card, so once you do just to get you in line, do the door thing in the facility administration, then we'll go from there.
Okay. Wait, let's go to Lingard's office and we'll start from there.
Okay.
Yeah, where is Lingard's office? Senior medical office. Okay, there we go. Okay, so after cutscene, hey, there's a skull in here.
Okay, after cutscene, leave the room and turn left, making your way to the staff gallery.
Okay, to the staff gallery.
Let me know once you're there. I can't see the footage.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you when we get to the staff gallery. All right.
It's like an audiobook.
Yeah.
An audio adventure. You know.
Okay, we're in the staff gallery.
When you reach this area, enter a door marked hygiene area.
Hygiene area. Oh, that's the other door.
Follow that corridor and go right into the staff quarters.
Right to the staff quarters.
Once you're in there, turn left and proceed to the facility administration, which will be on the left-hand side. There's a locked door in there. Use that, and then we'll get to the next part of the guide.
Okay. Following to the staff quarters. Wait, so to facility administration, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. I think that's this door right here that we've been
Mhm.
staring at for like ages.
The
Okay,
door
we're
should
at
be
the locked
locked.
door. Yeah, the door's locked.
Okay. So go back into the corridor, turn left, and carry on to the security desk. There's a save point in there.
Yeah.
Once you save, you can use there's a terminal there. You can access Morley, update and codes from the Persona folder. You can get the code to get a passcode. Once you get that, use the save station.
Oh, fucking 2505.
Yep, and there should be a key card in there too.
That's what we're missing. 2505. We went on quite the fucking conversation though.
Yeah,
Give me.
it was like the most chill, horny conversation we had.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, let
Calling
me
you there?
save that so we don't have to fucking.
Yeah.
I think that should be good. I think we'll.
Okay.
We'll just end it there because like.
Yeah.
I was
we
gonna
spent
wait till
way-
I die again, but we've gone for like a while.
We've been a half hour. You're like, oh, it's half out of 10. It's been a half hour of you just wandering the circular room, talking about like Guro.
God, what
Cool.
a fucking fucking thing. Thank you, anybody who's still here and was sitting through all of that.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a good night. Love you guys. Bye.